Oh, cool.
Why does this look worse than Borderlands 2?
Because it's in the Telltale engine.
Yep.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Geekenstein Let's Play of Tales from the Borderlands, Episode 1, Zer0. I'm David, and I'm here with Alex from Random Assault.
I am off for ravioli!
And Dylan.
Yeah.
Borderlands of Pandora. We're told to contain mysterious.
It's a cheap depressed when I see Borderlands now.
Filled with advanced
Why? What is your damn problem with Borderlands?
There's so much. It's probably like the most interesting video game world that I've like seen this generation, and they just sort of squandered it all.
Explain. Better.
Like, okay, so there's this Digistruct thing in the world of Borderlands. You can just make anything you want out of like hard light. So, like, that completely, fundamentally alters the way the world functions. Like, there's no need, like, the new use stations, there's no need for medical care, there's no need for, like, to charge people with murder, because you can't really kill anyone. There's no reason to, like, I gotta turn it down, the stream down a little bit, because I'm, like, getting lost in my own words here. Like, there's no need to, like, regulate weapons and arms, because it's all pointless. And, like, these corporations run everything, but you basically live forever, so who cares? And it's this really interesting, like, amoral universe they set up. They don't do anything with it in the first game, because they were trying to make a new world. And then in the second game, it's just like, no, the new use stations don't exist, and, you know, you can't, like, just Digistruct anything. You can only Digistruct stuff that we need at this particular moment.
So, you'd rather them create an interesting world that they do nothing with, than take away the world that they know they're not going to do anything with, and just not do anything with it and make a new story?
Basically, yes. Like, because in Borderlands 1, you're constantly murdering everything, but they just respawn, and that's in-universe. Like, no, that's a real thing. Like, hey, you beat up Sledge, but he still controls all this territory. You should took something from him for a little bit. It's like, there's that interesting dichotomy of you'll never really win, but the act itself is worth doing, which is what video games are, because you're never gonna, like, finish the game, technically. Like, once it's done, but you can just restart.
Is there some sort of radiation
and it's
leak
just, you know, and then, hey, Handsome Jack's a jerk.
He is a jerk.
Even though he's, like, totally right. Also, this is kind of funny, because this is exactly how you're introduced to Jack in pre-sequel.
You're giving way too much thought into the way the world of Borderlands works.
You're not giving enough.
I agree.
If you just said, like, hey, here's this outside, like, in the future, here's a frontier world like in Firefly, but then, like, no, they introduce all this cool stuff to justify game conventions and don't do anything with it.
Oh, what the hell?
Tell me about the Gordon's project.
Is that
technically speaking,
Look,
in Borderlands, in Borderlands 2, even though there is no new use station, you still can't necessarily kill people.
Okay.
Because the same network that's working for you could easily just work for them as well.
No, because, like, Anthony Birch came out and said, no, it's not canon, because I don't want to have to write around it.
Where do you start when you're...
And, like, someone said, like, you could,
through the desert
like, change a few lines of dialogue in that game and the new use stations would still work in the universe. Like, there's that mission where you go to, like, free Angel. Just say you're going to the new U compound to get Jack's data out of it. So he will not respawn
I guess
when
it
you
all
kill him.
started with
But Borderlands 1 had a terrible
See,
story.
I'd spent my entire career up at Hyperion.
It didn't have a story.
That's the problem.
That makes me
But I'd rather that than a poor story.
They changed...
I
think Borderlands 2 had a poor story?
Yeah, it had an awful story. It had an awful story because you're playing for the bad guys, but they act like they're the good guys.
Right? I mean,
Well, no, you're playing for the bad guys who are fighting against more bad guys. Everyone's bad.
Look at stuff Handsome Jack does, he is totally in the right.
He is absolutely not in the right.
Yeah, he is!
No one is in the right.
Like, your dudes just, like, murder people because they're kind of jerks. Like, Jack's not a good person. But he's trying to bring some civilization to Pandora.
No, he's trying to bring himself to Pandora. He's trying to bring his face and his face alone to Pandora.
It wasn't in the pre-sequel.
But
I didn't play the pre-sequel yet.
That's because, like, you play pre-sequel, everything is Lilith's fault.
I was on my way to get the promotion that was going to change my life. Scratch that.
But, like, there's lines of dialogue.
But that has nothing to do with the story of Borderlands 2.
But there's, like,
day for us. Luckily, Vaughn...
Sorry, my, like, throat is weird right now.
That's fine.
There's, like, lines of dialogue and opportunity where he's like, hey, do you know what your parents have to do to live in opportunity? Absolutely nothing, because Handsy Jack pays for everyone to live here out of pocket. He just wants to make Pandora a respectable place. And he's a jerk about it, and he's definitely trying to murder all the Vault Hunters, but they're just a pack of thieves. Who cares?
And it is awesome.
Yeah, but if you notice, the people in Opportunity are murdered when he just doesn't like them anymore.
When's he do that?
On the fly.
Look, we had to do a lot
That's just what he does.
Like, when does he ever murder civilians?
There are constant announcements while in Opportunity about, workers are get murdered. And if anyone I don't like, you'll get murdered. Whatever. No one takes any breaks, no one does anything, you're just gonna worship me, and if you don't, you'll get murdered.
See, I just feel like that's life in the universe of Borderlands.
Right.
And also, if you die, you can just respawn, so what does it matter?
Alright, man. Let's get that Hyperion face on.
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't know if I can agree with that.
Like, the level of tech is so much that you probably don't ever have to eat or sleep.
Well, wasn't the whole point that people can stay dead now?
It's a little too friendly right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
because Anthony Burch is an awful writer.
Like if you ask me if there's anything up your nose.
But because they changed how the world works, that doesn't mean that death has no meaning just because you like the original.
I like the original because that's what the universe was, and then they just arbitrarily decided.
There was no universe.
There was nothing.
It was a joke engine with Diablo loot.
No, I wasn't.
But there was like dialogue and there's mentions of other worlds and there's a narrative. It's all done in like
the only narrative that's worth a damn at all in the first Borderlands is in the DLC.
But that's good DLC.
It is.
Even that.
But the Borderlands narrative is bad.
I don't think it is. I thought it was interesting.
There's nothing there.
What's there is better than what they show off in 2.
To see me, Rhys,
No.
And
yes.
If I'm reading the situation right, and I
heavily disagree.
You're not too happy.
Wholeheartedly.
I agree. I like this guy's
all
robot
came
arm.
together.
You agree with your opinion?
So you might not have been.
How dare you!
I mean, in a world where you can construct anything, you shouldn't need a robot arm.
Going for the whole.
But the universe they set up, you'd probably want a robot arm just to have one.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have a robot
You're
arm.
going
so
to be
that I'm
reporting
cool.
to me now, Rhys. And I want you to know the promotion that you worked so hard to get.
Has anyone talked about how awesome explosions are yet? Because if they haven't, I'm not
Shut the fuck up.
Borderlands game.
Excuse me, that happened in Borderlands 2, therefore it's terrible.
It did.
Patrick Warburton is talking, damn it.
I'm in that chair.
Is it Patrick Warburton?
For the exact same
Yes.
reason why North
And,
is North.
like, he should
Why
be in
the
everything.
handsome guy always gets the girl, and why every spaceship in the universe is shaped like a cock.
Oh, I thought he said why Nolan is
It's
North.
destiny.
No.
And men, real men like me, make their own. And you could hold a grudge if you like.
Oh yeah, this
No
game
harm,
has
no
a story
foul,
too,
your
huh?
Thoughts are your own. But bad things can happen.
I would hope
when you
so.
swim against fate. Sometimes men find themselves standing in the way of other men's destiny.
Why is everyone wearing a vest?
You don't want to be.
Because that's what you do in Borderlands.
No one wore a vest in Borderlands.
That's all they did. That's all they did back then.
Why aren't you wearing a vest?
That really helps
Because I'm not a dork.
I brought my vest. Me and Dave
Which
are
is
wearing vests right now.
Don't, like, why would you... No, don't wear a vest. If you need more clothing, wear a
Patrick Warburton's
jacket.
also not wearing a vest.
It looks like... Look at his like, sleeves have a different
But
pattern.
it's a single suit top.
That's real weird.
It is real weird.
Gary, why is it
It's supposed to be, I think... Oh no, that's real weird. But look at the back of the pattern on the jacket. It's a weird jacket.
Yeah, but that's just like the way Hyperion stuff looks.
Wow, that was the weirdest argument ever. Why is he wearing a vest? He's not wearing a vest. Well, it looks weird. Well, it is weird. Oh man, that's because that's how Hyperion works. Like, you both just completely jumped on the other side of the fence.
Well, no, like, the hexagon stuff. Like, for all my problems with Borderlands 2, like, they gave, like, a better identity to the other companies. Design-wise.
Well, it's because no one but Marcus had an identity, except in the DLC.
They kind of do. Like, the Hyperion guns are always yellow. Malawan guns are always orange. Like it wasn't.
Give like design philosophies and characters. I mean, like they give a face to them in 2.
Yeah.
It's a shame because they took so many of the good stuff about the companies out of the game. Like they originally had weapon-specific vending machines, and they used to like play commercials and have specific dialogue, and that was awesome stuff that just didn't make it, and it's a shame.
See, that's what I want out of Borderlands. I don't need like a good oh, you gotta stop the bad guy story. I just want to kill people for guns. And
I have a robot eye. This is fucking awesome.
I want to like have to sign a contract with the company in order to digi-shuck their guns. Because if everything's free, the only way to like keep an economy in check is like through DRM.
You are a strange game player.
But like you think about it like, oh, I have a contract with Hyperion, so all their guns like level up twice. But if I find a really good gun, I gotta buy out of that contract and get a different one.
That just restricts you though. The whole point of Borderlands is guns, guns, guns.
But then, like, you could do jobs to, like, ruin other manufacturers' hardware stuff. So, like, Hyperion pays you money to beat up SNS so they don't bring their guns, and they'll give you better guns as a result.
Conceptually,
why Borderlands 2, the past one is bad, is inherently flawed.
I don't think it is.
Because your philosophy is, I wanted a different game, and this isn't the game I wanted, so it's bad.
If they had just made more Borderlands, but like the movement is worse, the loot tables are worse. I mean, stuff looks better, the environments are more varied, but like the story that they put in there is not very good.
It's good. I liked it. Alex and I both liked it.
You're both wrong.
So rudely.
You're the one who wants an economic crisis, wage-dealing Borderlands.
Or, you know, just giving
You're like, and like the gameplay systems with like the weapon vendors you were just discussing are fucking making it more obtuse and difficult instead of, you know, making it more mass market, which is what Gearbox does.
Here's the thing though, the idea he came up with is actually pretty cool. I like the idea of, you know, doing jobs to basically fuck up other countries.
But it's a different game.
Companies. But the problem is, each gun has a specific way to play for a reason, and their diversity is what makes the game great. So if you want to use only Torg so there's explosions, well, if you have your contract with Hyperion because you want a good sniper rifle, fuck you, you're not getting an explosive weapon because Torg makes the explosive weapons.
Well then, at that point, you should make an entire you'd make a whole build based around Torg, and you'd focus on doing jobs for Torg.
Well, what if you need what if you need a good sniper rifle?
Well, then you would not. Well, then you would respec your character, and you'd buy out of the contract, and then you'd start up a contract with like Maliwan or like.
So if you're in a situation where you need a sniper, you want to completely respec your character each time?
I mean, if you're using Torque guns, you wouldn't need a sniper. I think Torque does make sniper rifles.
That's not necessarily true. I pick off people with snipers all the time, and then I fight the big bads with explosives.
No, this can't be happening.
Yeah, you have 4 weapon slots for a reason.
You know this place is. There's blood in the water.
I mean, Torque doesn't just make shotguns.
I know, but they always use explosives. They aren't going to make a sniper.
Well, if like now you have a dude who if you have a real high priority employee who wants a sniper rifle, make him an explosive sniper rifle. Then you can do a job like, hey, why don't you steal the plans from Maliwan and we'll modify it to be a Torque gun.
So now you want AI playing with you?
Yeah.
I thought you were getting a promotion.
You are a very weird game player.
I want to go to the new U station and pay it $5 to make another me, and then have AI co-op partners.
Holy crap!
I want a whole death squad of me's.
That mean you're not?
You want to play Left 4 Dead?
No, if I don't have friends to play Borderlands with, I don't want to be stuck in a game that's balanced for 4 people.
Trying to lighten the mood.
Borderlands 2 is not balanced for 4 people.
So if someone pays for me,
it's pretty hard to play that game alone.
Really, I beat it on my own just fucking fine.
No, it's not at all.
But it's way more difficult than it should be. Both 1 and pre-sequel are way easier to do alone.
Borderlands 2 is pretty bare bones, down the line.
What are you talking about?
Difficulty.
It's really not. It's a cover shooter, whereas 1 and pre-sequel
I'm
really
sorry
like
you suck at games, but Borderlands 2 is
I
not
don't
like that at all.
games. See, now
I
you're just
have
being
no
childish.
problem.
Not only do we screw over Asquez, we have a friggin' vault key.
But,
What are they worth?
I mean,
like $1 billion?
like, literally, just with the three of us, we have a majority. Borderlands 2 was not
right
difficult,
now to
and
make
you,
the
I don't know what
game.
happened in your playthrough that made it so difficult for you, but I had no problems with that game at all on my
Who are you
own.
playing?
I'm not
It's
lie.
probably because he was using
That was
economics and he was only using one type
I
of
mean,
gun.
accounting. I mean, it's what I do.
Ah.
So I played as Zero.
You played as Zero?
Yeah, me too.
See, I played as Axton,
Cool.
and I was
Well,
doing with
looks like
Axton.
you
I feel like
boys got it all
I
figured
had a
out.
much easier
I'm gonna
time
go
playing
eat.
as Maya.
Alone?
I have also
Call me if
beaten
you
the
don't
game
get
with every
killed.
character.
Oh, hey, we need your help.
I did it with
Transportation.
3. I
You're a
didn't
requisitions master.
really feel like
need that
Salvador was an
Maybe a
interesting
loader
enough
bot.
character to play
Things
as.
get dicey.
Look, it's one
Salvador's
thing to steal
fun.
From a bunch of
Like,
suckers on Pandora.
Gunzerking
You're
sounds
talking
are really
about
cool
stealing
on
from
paper, but after a
Hyperion.
while I was like, I usually have
friends.
like
Friends help each
2
other steal
drastically
stuff.
different
That's how
guns
it
I
works.
use, and I don't really
Richter
feel like using
used
them
to
at the
steal
same time
candy
would be
bars.
that cool,
His family
so...
still doesn't know
Well,
where the
that's
body
And
why
is.
also,
you-
Borderlands 2 is such
don't
a
buy the
slog.
lingerie when we get back.
Fine. But you're buying me lunch now.
Man, I
And when you get
just
back.
do not get you.
Done. We only got
The
a
whole
couple
opening
hours.
act kind of blows.
Go withdraw
There's
the
like...
cash. I'll get
I don't
you
know,
guys
a lot of
across
that
to
game felt like
Pandora,
fluff.
Get you geared up and issue you a standard Hyperion town car.
Nope, don't get it.
What? Standard? Really? I mean, you can't spring for
The
premium?
weakest part of Borderlands 2 is that they make all of the Borderlands 1
Sure,
characters
yeah,
awesome and
convertible.
fleshed out, and
So,
your
just
characters
so I got
aren't
this
still.
straight, you want me to get
True.
you a
Yeah,
car
I
drive
mean-
But I
around
hear they
Pandora
kind
that
of
leaves you
fix
less
in
protected, right?
pre-sequel,
just-
because like
Yeah.
people address you as the character you're playing as,
No.
which is awesome.
No,
But
don't
that's
worry.
where all like the good comedy
I've got a
pre-sequel
car in
comes
mind.
from. There's a really good gag, like about midway through pre-sequel, where you have to escort a claptrap to open a door. And if you're playing as Claptrap, there's more dialogue. And Handsome Jack is like, "Hey, sorry, Claptrap, you can't do it yourself. I tore out your door opening subroutines to make way for the weapon ones." And then Claptrap just spins the mission, like disgusted with himself because he's completely lost his identity.
That sounds
And
great.
that was pretty funny. Pre-sequel is it's okay.
But there's no economics,
There aren't.
so that joke's probably not very good. Wow, this is still like the credits?
That's lame.
That's pretty crazy.
He just murdered that dude for fucking green loot.
Well, no, he didn't get killed. That's an ammo box.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
hit me,
but
those.
but ammo doesn't glow green like that. Games
Wow,
is clearly not just an ammo box because they don't bury ammo boxes.
I cannot believe that is only the opening credits. Wow. We went through so much shit and didn't pay attention to most of it.
Oh, I'm paying it.
Yeah, we didn't.
Oh, well, that's your job. I gotta review this later, so.
I mean, I like someone recounted to me the basic premise is your boss is a jerk, so you're going to Pandora to find someone to double cross him.
Patrick Warburton pushed your old boss out of an airlock, and even though you just scored the company a ton of money, he demoted you to a janitor, so now you're stealing his deal to get a vault key.
There's a lot of those lying around.
What do we even...
And there's the opening to
What?
Borderlands 1
Oh, I
again.
hope that wasn't a really ugly person.
Except with
Oh,
with
crap.
Weasels driving instead of Marcus,
I
who
think
just doesn't
we-
give a fuck.
I think we killed it. Are we murderers now? We're murderers. We're murderers. Great, we murder.
Vaughn, I'm more worried about the dent in the car, okay?
First of all, it's Vasquez's company lease. And second, I'm sorry that I break for birds or whatever,
but you wouldn't break for monster birds. That thing was a nightmare creature.
just drive.
So, now that confuses me.
What?
Are they aware of other creatures?
So...
What do you like,
what do we
Skags?
say if
Because
someone
yeah,
asks
because
where we
they
got the
they
money?
don't have birds.
do you mean?
Well, I mean, what do we tell
Well,
them?
on Pandora.
We should have a
Yeah.
story.
So are they aware of?
Well, they're not. There's more to Pandora in the
That
universe.
would not go over well.
Yeah, but it
just think
seems
we need a
like
plan
the
of some
wildlife is
We just need to
pretty
create some sort of
consistently
distraction.
weird. It's not like...
But we were only ever
very
on this
fleshed
one
out.
planet. Like,
Yeah. But, I mean, that
I
would
don't
imply
think
that they
that's
can
gonna
go
work.
all over the universe.
They can.
So,
Which, I mean,
this
it does, I mean, the end
not
of Borderlands 2 does open up that possibility, but it does kind of seem like...
no, but that's always been the case. Like, Pandora is like,
Yes,
there
no, I
are
know.
rumors of
I
vaults
guess
all
I'm
over the
just now
world,
more
and
aware
like
that I
hunters
have
go
been
all
made up.
over the universe, and hunters go, and
In
this
a
Pandora is
neighborhood,
just the
I might
planet
add,
where
of
this
Fat
story took
Planet
place.
nut jobs.
Okay.
I'm just getting a vibe, you know?
Yeah,
What
that's
are you
fair.
afraid of, huh?
Also, I wanted
Just a town
to say it
like
earlier,
any
but the
other,
credit sequence, like the opening credit
little
thing, the
more
pre-sequel
afraid
is really
of.
good.
Oh, I don't know.
The whole,
a
like,
mining
scat
community
getting run
stranded
over
on a
bit
planet, getting
was done really
prospector madness
interesting
and
in that
eating
one.
us for one.
Listen, one tap on the arm, and Yvette can send down a loader bot if things get too entertaining.
That's true.
And she gave me this. It is a stun baton. I do not know how it works. It's definitely neat.
Yeah, stick. Neato.
Is it
God, I
weird
can't
that
wait
the
to be in that chair. You
Telltale
and me,
characters
Yvette.
animate better
mean,
than the
We bring
Borderlands
this key back,
characters?
and they're gonna make us the ones
Well,
that
no,
kills
but
that
that's
place
'cause-
for sure.
Yeah,
Send
but
in
like
a
the
crew
Borderlands
to use the
characters are
key,
just supposed to give
and
you
that's it.
missions so you can go shoot
Then
stuff.
it's kick back on the
Yeah,
moon each
the
time.
Telltale doesn't have
Don't think
to
so small,
worry
my
about
friend.
any other
We're not
engines.
just gonna run Hyperion.
I know,
We're
but
gonna be responsible for plundering a vault.
it's awesome how well, because this is clearly
You can
just a
count on
Walking
2
Dead
fingers
engine
the
and
number of
graphical
people who
style,
we've
but how
gotten
well it
close
just
to.
translates to Borderlands.
Yeah, well, that's what everyone was giving Walking Dead shit when it first came out, being like, "Oh, I see you played Borderlands." So this was
really?
only natural. Oh yeah, this was only natural that would happen. But it's weird how
beeping,
how you can tell by
see the
their
place.
movements and their facial movements and their
the world of
expressions
curiosity,
that this is a
right?
Telltale game
Yeah,
just by
do you see
looking
it?
at that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No.
At least we don't
That's
have that
one of them.
weird graphical effect that
They
they put in Game of Thrones.
Normal-ish.
Oh yeah, where
Normalish
everything like
enough.
everything not
Alright.
immediately
Excellent
looking
idea.
at you.
I
It's
thought
kind
so
of like through a
myself.
frosted window.
It's a watercolor filter that is mostly broken, so it pops in and out in like pieces of the frame.
How is that? You seem like the story was really good,
Oh, it was fucking awesome.
and you're a Game of Thrones fan, right?
Yeah. This reminds me of Metroid.
Where did this take place?
This is after 2, I think.
That's weird that there's an Atlas logo after 2.
Maybe not. I don't know. Why don't you Google it?
I mean, it has to be after 2 because it has to at least be after pre-sequel, so Atlas isn't a thing. Because the station is here. No, it is. I remember they put out like a timeline after pre-sequel came out to explain it because they fucked it up in
Not a very
pre-sequel.
handsome fellow, is he?
And they said Tales from
What have all day
Borderlands
here,
was
Rhys?
after 2.
What did
Because
they fuck up in
they're
pre-sequel?
okay, so Claptrap is a character in that one, and it's the same Claptrap definitively. It's the same one from Firestone,
Excuse me, sir, do
who
you know
becomes
where
the assassin
World of
in
Curiosities
Revolution.
is?
Mhm.
And so they fucked up whether or not it takes place before or after Revolution.
Here.
You lost.
Oh.
Because in Universe you can find like the quest logs that explain why Jack chose Claptrap.
It's
And
just
he
a
makes an
simple
offhand
business deal.
mention
You
of
papers
like, yeah, I started my
aside
own
and you're
revolution
out.
one time,
Easy.
so now I'm a janitor.
Those the papers.
And that's why he decides like,
Of a
well,
sort?
maybe he'd be pretty good at shooting
You're
stuff.
Hyperion. You egg suckers ruined this town, you know that.
But like all the
Atlas were
promotional
bastards, but
material
at least they
kind
had
of
the good sense
explains
to
that
fail.
Revolution hasn't happened
When
yet.
Jack came in, he turned everything to smoke.
See,
And
I
also
tried-
like in,
All we want are
like in
directions to the world of
Universe,
curiosities.
it
That's
doesn't
okay?
like
We get that, and we're gone.
there's no space station during Revolution, but there is
little
during
man.
pre-sequel.
What's in the case?
Oh.
Hey, kitty cat.
And then
Show
like
us what's in
Lilith
the
and
case.
Roland are vacationing, and it doesn't sound like they don't talk about the Revolution at all.
Okay, now.
And you'd figure
look,
they would,
before
considering
we
they
get
spent that whole time
all
fighting Claptrap.
bent
It doesn't fucking matter. Borderlands'
Is
story
there, like,
is also
a
told as a story,
convention or
so it doesn't
something?
necessarily have to work.
That's actually kind of true.
You know what we
this
got
is
here?
this is all Marcus. He could be a complete liar.
Well, except that I think this is supposed to be told by Rhys and whoever the other character is. Or no, it is Marcus.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought it was Marcus.
Either way, we have unreliable narrators. So.
Yeah, seriously.
Give me the menu.
Though the best story is.
Okay, but don't go bananas. These things ain't cheap.
Is still
And do you know what we do with warmongers?
Shooty McFace.
Zombie Island of Dr. Ned.
Tell them what we do.
See, I didn't get a chance to play it. I have it. I just didn't get a chance to play it. I didn't play any of the DLC.
Zombie Island's
I didn't
really good.
play any of the DLC for 1. I played all the DLC for 2.
It literally like opened like when Marcus's narration starts. He like
Listen,
starts.
boys,
It's like a dark and stormy
you're gonna
night.
hand
Like this
over
little
that
kid
case.
voice just starts
Or you're
cutting him
handing
off
over your
and like
heads.
yelling at him for
Your
being
choice.
a cliched asshole.
Guys, let's talk about this.
Can you believe I still haven't even downloaded pre-sequel?
Yeah, I can.
Ooh,
I mean,
got
Sick.
quiet all of a
it's
sudden.
better than 2, but it's still...
I fucking
very
love 2.
flawed.
I thought 2 was game of the year that year for me. That was that was the most fun I have had.
It fixed a lot of problems with 2. In that, like, the movement stuff they add into it is really good. The new weapons they add are really good.
I look forward to eventually playing it.
The character trees are better.
Do something already.
They all, like, they're more...
See?
They stand out a little better.
What's the level cap in pre-sequel? Is it 50 again?
I think it is 50. They recently put out alternate Vault Hunter mode for free, so it went up to 60.
Oh, cool.
But like I said, they cut out the fluff, so I was only like level 28 by the end, as opposed to like 32. But like I had maxed out like a tree, and I was really halfway to another tree by then, so...
That is not good. Come on!
The eye, silly. That's the crit point.
There we go.
Hit beat a grenade!
That was pretty awesome.
Rocket, rocket, rocket! I know!
This guy's helmet doesn't really fit.
He's summoning enemies.
I see you.
Isn't this what you wanted? People just being created? You can create anything. That guy just created a bazooka.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, now I know why these cost so much.
Thank you kindly.
Wait! Loaderbot! Go get the car!
Stop, please.
The loader bot will remember that.
I wonder what would have happened if I would have picked the shield.
Probably some roundabout way to get you exactly where you are right now.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I love
That looks cool, but...
Yeah, there is no... I'm not fooled by the illusion of choice, but I still love Telltale Games.
Kind of a credit too.
Why didn't he punch him?
The Game of Thrones.
What a fucking maroon.
Like, Game of Thrones, at least, I was like, you know, I could actually see, like, it seemed like it actually had a lot more, choice that mattered.
That's because we watched two main characters be brutally murdered in the first episode.
But that was also, like, the way they made that choice not matter was by destroying characters that you were already interested in.
Oh god.
But that's kind of like a oh, wow. Actual Borderlands music. That's cool.
Borderlands has music.
Hilarious.
Sorry, it's not... Ain't no rest for the wicked, or Black Dragon, so...
There we go!
See, this dude's doing okay now, but once he hits, like, true Vault Hunter mode, a melee build's not gonna work for him.
What did you do with
That's a joke.
That would be interesting. I want a melee class.
Now kindly stand still and die.
No, there's not.
There's Zer0.
Jesus. But he's not a melee class. He's just ability. Like, I want melee weapons. I'd like to.
No, like, dude, when you like max out one of his trees, like every time you murder someone in
I know the little like shurikens fly out, but
no, but like you can do. There's a skill you can learn to where when you melee someone in that, it resets the timer. And I've seen people take out like huge bases of dudes and never unstealth. And then Athena has several different melee builds.
except you're still shooting guns all the time. You're missing the whole point.
No, there's several that are dedicated to just stabbing dudes.
I think it would kind of break the mechanic if it was only melee, though.
Krieg is a melee class.
Krieg is partially a melee class. Krieg, again, has, like, one tree dedicated to melee, but all in all, like, you're still shooting, and even your second wind is dependent on that explosion.
See, this is kind of what I'm talking about. Like, you could alter this robot dude on the fly to do whatever you want.
God damn it. So this is the first comedic Telltale game that they've made since they switched to this style of gameplay. Because technically Jurassic Park was the forerunner for this, even though it was fucking terrible.
Yeah, that was definitely a comedy.
No, but I mean everything else, Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, and even Game of Thrones, like, they're all very serious drama.
Oh, Mortal Kombat reference, everybody stop! Telltale, Borderlands, and Mortal Kombat. I just had 30 orgasms at once. Oh, I'm gonna have to sit the rest of this one out.
There's a fucking Terminator 2 reference.
Oh boy.
This loader is way tougher than the loaders in the actual games.
We just customized it to be more awesome.
Maybe it's over leveled. You were saying?
But no, but this is definitely pulling
Rhys,
off.
just tell it to
like
run.
I love the
That was also a reference to something I don't remember.
But I really liked Back to the Future and all the Sam and Max games. So
yes.
All 80 of them.
I will name my
there's
first
3 seasons and they're all fantastic.
It's a fucking ton of those.
I gotta say, as someone who grew up with Sam and Max Hit the Road, like that was one of the first games I ever played in my life.
I can't believe we're alive.
The newer ones,
I never
in my
wanna see
opinion,
somebody's
don't hold up
brains
as
come out
well,
of their
but
nose.
there's a lot of
Not
nostalgia
arrogant.
driving it,
That-
so...
That was the single.
I think they're really funny.
See, I feel like
The gameplay's a
My
little.
entire life.
Yeah,
Scale.
that's what I mean. No, they are definitely
Probably
funny,
be
I'll
over
give
by
you
now.
that.
But it's not.
I felt like Telltale
For some
had like
reason,
revitalized
for
a
those
genre and then drug
a
it
lot of
right
those
back
guys-
into the ground within the course of like 2 or 3 years.
No, they didn't drag it back into the ground. It was getting better and better.
They're not thinking anything.
Yeah,
But
well,
like they
you
put
don't
out
saw their brain.
so
play a lot of
many-
point-and-click adventure games. Like I love this genre, and I know who fucking ruined it, and it wasn't Telltale.
Who was it?
Get the hell
Well,
out
it
of
was
here.
Sierra, but that was back in the day, and it hasn't been ruined.
Yeah, I said they brought it back, but then there were so many, like most people couldn't keep up.
There weren't. There was a season a year. Now there's even more than that now. Like
Ugh,
we
does every animal
this
on
is the
planet have to
4th
look like a giant
Telltale
monster?
game that has had episodes come out this year.
Yeah,
We've had,
Yeah,
I forgot that Game of Thrones was Telltale until you told me, and I'm like, no, but Tales from the Borderlands just came. They're doing this many games at once?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Walking Dead must have made them a shit ton of money, because they have to be bigger.
Animals was one thing,
Oh, yeah.
but this
Or,
is
you know, they're
taking
just
a turn I
reskinning
really
their old
don't
engine.
want it to.
Right this way.
Oh, they totally need a new engine soon, but I don't know what I talked about that in the Game of Thrones Let's Play, because I don't like the complaints about the Telltale Games are, well, their engine's kind of looking older and the animation's not the greatest, but to fix that, like, it's a lot more artwork, like, it's a lot more effort, so I don't know if they can do that.
Plus, buying the actual licenses and teaming up with people, that's a sign of getting bigger. Like, Walking Dead, yes, it was... Remember, Walking Dead, the game came out before the show was the biggest thing in the world.
But you also got to remember, both the Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, and Fables, or not, were also signed in that deal where they did Jurassic Park and Back to the Future. Like, they announced those games fucking years ago.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Or no, not it was Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was recent, but yeah, the other, like, Walking Dead, Fables was signed with Back to the Future and Jurassic Park. Like, they were all four announced together, and I was super excited because I was reading the comic then. Like, the show was being worked on.
Hey!
That's this guy.
Around here doesn't.
All right, so this definitely takes place after 2.
Right.
And that was also when oh wait, I gotta scan this stuff. Right.
You know, for all my problems with Borderlands, this actually seems like story-wise a good deal better than I expected it to be.
Me too, honestly.
Largely because there's actually like time for the characters and the world to breathe, whereas in Borderlands, it's just, if it's not about bacon, they don't pay it any mind.
Not in the least bit insane. He will
also, when they announced all these games, they also announced that was when they were working on a Fables TV show instead of the abomination that it turned into. What?
Did it become? Is that the thing that became Once Upon a Time?
Yes.
There's another show.
To make a Fables TV show and decided to just rip it off, but whitewash everything.
God, Once Upon a Time is
like
fucking awful.
Except Grimm is really good.
Yeah, Grimm is what I was thinking of.
Yeah, Grimm's great. I really like Grimm. I've watched every season.
Hey, you still got his
I remember this guy.
ID chip.
Really? Keep it. Hyperion pays out a nice bonus for recovering those things.
Oops.
Also, I think it's weird that this game is more in line with Borderlands 1 than 2, style-wise.
Oh yeah, well, would a crazy person attach a robot gun arm to their spine? Professor Nakayama, crazy person.
What do you mean, style? Like visual, or?
Like, I mean, it's more rusted and Western, and like 2 kind of got away from that a little bit to give it more like a more varied palette, which I didn't hate. I did ultimately think.
Died a second time after having been resurrected as some kind of cyborg zombie thing.
Can we just get on
Jeez,
with this?
this is so great.
This is actually from Revolution.
Well, the robot zombie thing, yeah.
Yeah, no, he like brought her back, and that was still there.
I know, I played it.
I know, I was saying it for this guy's benefit.
Oh, yeah.
This guy.
This other person. Jeff.
Locked.
Jeff,
Oh, come
thank
on,
you.
Are you serious?
Jeez.
Well, this feels like we came in the back, so maybe there's a front door somewhere?
Yeah, I don't know if we can get out there with the murderers all over the place.
Maybe one of those bodies has a key or something.
I don't-
We just missed it.
I don't
If
know
we just randomly
my
found the
feelings
key,
towards
that would be
Borderlands
amazing.
anymore.
You like one game, and you liked it so much that it made you hate good games.
I mean, I like them all. I just I can only play them at like certain times.
How are you?
You're a flip-flopper.
Not
Oh
great.
yeah.
Are you two not just the handsomest devils I've seen in ages.
Why are you pretending to be dead? Why?
Dead? No. Asleep, maybe. Dead. That's you're getting ahead of yourself.
What is this? Is this part of the, like, some kind of ride or something? Since the moment we walked in, it's just been one big freaky puppet show.
This is great, yeah.
I'm Shade, and this is my world.
Okay, that makes sense. Fucking what?
Let me tell you right
Shade's
off the
so
very
nuts.
bat, I am deeply sorry that you strapping young threshers of gentlemen here have to witness it in such sad disrepair. Time can take a toll, you know, and on more things than one. But unfortunately, we are closed for renovations. But that doesn't mean you have to leave, of course. No.
Listen, we're to make a deal, all right? We're buying a thing, something valuable.
So,
you know anything
I haven't
about
been.
that?
I know a lot of
I haven't
things
been
about a lot of
paying
things,
super
and this
attention,
thing
but have
in
they
particular-
sworn yet?
You're Hyperion.
I don't know, but there's lots of blood, so.
Here for August.
Well, that's why it's
Yeah,
so
if you
interesting,
wanna buy
because
something strange and
Borderlands
illegal,
is
this is certainly the
quite
place to do
violent,
it.
but there is a limitation on the swear words. And when I asked Gearbox about it, their original pitch was that it will look so comic booky and cartoony, they didn't want to bog it down with offensive language, which I still think is kind of a shitty excuse, but that came from Randy Pitchford.
That is a really shitty excuse, especially because of all the dick and fart jokes.
Yeah.
I mean,
but they've kept with it, so it's weird that Telltale, who they don't give a fuck what they say, that they would handle Borderlands. I wonder if they're going to introduce characters actually swearing for once.
I mean, in universe, Hyperion has a strict no profanity rule.
Have you seen the bathroom yet?
It might have just been Handsome Jack had that though.
Well, Who's What's It has it. The guy whose name I always forget, the explosions guy.
I'm August.
Torque.
Yeah, he's got an implant that beeps his swears, but then Moxie later on comes on and her swears are beeped for no reason.
Is Vasquez coming?
Hey, it's that chick from Walking Dead. What's
Vasquez? He was just.
What's Torque's first name?
The middleman.
Mister.
The puppet.
Yeah.
Pigeon.
Fair.
Stop.
Fair enough.
I'm the one who's buying the key.
Yeah? Well, I guess as long as you got the money, one Hyperion bootlicker's as good as another.
Yeah, Mr. Torque High Five Flexington. So
Just
Torque
so
is
we're
his
on,
first
Oh,
name.
Torque is his first name. All right, that's
Flexington is his last name.
Rhys.
I was trying to think of his first name. Obviously, I knew Torque, but I thought
Isn't that what
I thought
said?
his last name was Torque.
Sure.
That's fucking hilarious.
I like that when he mispronounces the name, they spell it different in the subtitles. That's pretty great.
Okay, so let's see the money. Cash only for this deal.
That's Troy Baker?
You brought big bills.
It's all
Uh-huh,
Troy
no.
Baker.
I know
Everyone
how
is
this
Troy
works.
Baker.
We see the merchandise
Troy Baker's
first,
Rhys.
then you see the money.
Yeah. All right. The baby
Colin
wants its
Baker.
bottle. Fine.
Doctor Who?
Yep. Oh, baby,
Yeah,
what
that's
is...
definitely Volkey. It's purple.
Maybe it's just,
You ever see anything so pretty in your miserable lives? This thing will practically dance
Yep,
at your
alright,
wedding.
no, you're right.
State-of-the-art alien crap.
It's good.
That is totally Nolan North,
Gorgeous.
I think.
Freaking
Oh
A,
god,
right?
it is.
Okay, so the way
Oh,
I
man, this
usually
is
do
like-
these things is...
Wait.
What?
This is North passing the torch down
I
to
just don't
Baker.
like it.
He's taking his
I got a
spot.
feeling.
What
Mm-hmm.
feeling?
Look, you said when I started to get a feeling about something that I should tell you.
And then
we should
a
walk
robot
away,
breaks through the wall,
right?
and it's Steve Blum.
What
And
are
he's
you
come to
possibly
retake it.
feeling right now? We're almost done.
We're good here. Everyone relax. We just want to buy the key from August and go.
Yeah, he just wants to buy a key. From me. Sasha, what the hell are you...
I just don't like it. They've had this dumb attitude on their dumb faces since the moment they walked in.
What are you talking about?
And why wouldn't they show you the money, huh? What's up with that?
Sasha?
They've been all, oh, yes, sir, and oh, no, sir, and oh, I have the money we agreed upon right here.
Nothing you're saying is bad.
Nobody does that! And especially Hyperion ore monkeys who'd rather bomb a small village than talk things through. I mean, look at that guy. Look at his face.
What's wrong with his face?
You can't trust a face like that.
Hey, Sasha? Sasha, listen to me. I know you don't trust Hyperion.
Yeah. You think?
And I know you have zero reason to trust us, but I'm telling you, we're not like those assholes. In fact, we're trying to get back at one of the worst assholes up there, and we need that key to do it. So please, take the money, and let us screw over one of the biggest jerks on Hyperion. Please.
So you're saying this key will get used to screw over some wretched Hyperion stooge?
Yes.
That's exactly
Yay.
what I'm saying.
Yay.
Alright, I'm sold.
Yay! I talked my way through it.
Let's do this. Well, just
Hopefully.
wait. Just wait.
August, everything's fine now.
I bet you would have regardless.
I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't look
No,
like you had a lot of
it's
agency
okay.
in
The
that.
feeling's gone, August.
But
Let's
either
do
way.
the deal.
Also,
There-
the key is completely worthless at this point.
Maybe today's not right for this. If things are weird, if you have a feeling about things.
No, I was wrong. We should definitely do it.
The bad feeling is gone.
Oh,
August. She said
so you're not going to get
herself.
the key
We
regardless
still
of
got
what
a
you
deal.
do.
There's no
No,
problem.
yeah.
It's just-
No, I'm sorry, guys. I thought I was gonna deal with Vasquez.
Illusion of
and
choice.
This, I just think we should call it off until I think things are square. Maybe another time, fellas.
Hun, we're here. We should just do this.
What is
Really.
she trying to
I made
pull?
up my mind. August, wait.
Oh, she just fucking
Please.
played him.
This is your department. Do something.
God damn it. What? What is this?
Yeah, I'm still getting like a 4-second delay. Although it's a negligible one, I guess. Also, Nolan North has like a little smiley face on his pocket.
Blow his mind, break his heart. Blow his mind.
August.
Shoot him or shoot her, basically.
Actually, that's
Just
No!
I assume.
No what?
Actually, no, they're
This-
pessimists, aren't they?
This
No,
is
not
it.
pessimists.
You can't
Scared.
see that
Bitches.
one
They're
day.
whiny bitches.
Maybe 10 years from now, maybe 10 months, maybe tomorrow. You're gonna think back on right now and scream to the stars for mercy of death, just so you'll not have to live in the wondering of what could have been.
What if I had seized that chance by the throat? What if I had
Good, no, not just straight up murder. Just fucking
so rightfully mine.
asshole PR spin.
What if
This is beautiful.
Had won.
Oh my god.
I am a winner.
Jesus. God, that is beautiful.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mind blown.
Load of skag crap.
Well, look who decided to show her face. I was just about to get to my favorite part.
Yeah.
You know, where you come in and ruin my life, you no-class scheming Pandora scum!
Oh, nice haircut, you lying Hyperion jackass.
It is
I like this one like Cyclops dude who keeps popping up.
Stop it! You're
The guy, the guy who is asking for the
Sucks 'cause
story.
I'm trying to get it in your lying mouth.
Is he asking for the story?
Yeah, that's Rhys was telling the story to the dude.
Oh yeah, I like him. He looks cool.
Mission
Yeah.
accomplished.
I bet he's Zero.
And I'm not lying, okay? I'm embellishing.
I don't know. Who knows? We'll see.
And how the hell would you know anyway? You weren't at the deal.
That's
Of
probably
course I
a
was,
final
you
episode
dope.
reveal,
I
though.
can't believe you still haven't figured that out.
But the episode is
We're dead
called
the
Zero
moment.
some.
That is true. I forgot
Zero's
about
on the cover.
Tell me your
Is he?
side of the deal.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
couldn't
I
have
think
asked
Zero
me
was like
first.
some of the first
You
promotional art
kidnapped
they
me
released.
hours
Oh, I didn't follow the development.
I didn't either, but it was at Oh, you weren't at PAX
I've
East.
been baking in the sun with Rax dive
I saw it
bombing
in
me for the
a
last...
Game Informer issue, and it just had Zero cutting the dude's arm off.
Yeah.
This frog
I'm happy, like,
conveniently
I'm
left
kind of
out
happy
the
they're
most
starting
important
Zero,
part of
because
this
he's
whole
probably
thing.
the most interesting
Which is-
character.
And
Other
underutilized.
Oh, this.
If he doesn't talk in haikus,
go
I'll be
on.
pissed.
I can't
There's no
wait.
way he won't.
Oh, I like how her bar is different.
The Vault Hunter showed up.
No, me.
It's mine!
Give it! Stop! What's your freaking problem, man?
The children, it's beautiful.
Here it comes.
Wait. How is that the most important thing? Did you forget the part about it all being your fault?
Come on, that was not my
there
fault.
There he is.
Not all of it.
Oh, your delay is worse than
Making a
mine.
Face under there. I can't tell what you're
Yeah,
thinking. Okay, fine. But let me start at the beginning.
I'm really enjoying this game.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun, and I mean, I'm glad that I missed the beginning. So when I play it again, like I'll have that. But
Pandora,
this is loads of fun.
Cast in shadow
Yeah, I'm excited to see what choices you make.
What a fucking shock!
Anyway,
a company that I love working with a franchise that I love did a good job that I like.
A couple of kids stealing what we could to survive.
People haven't been as up on Telltale lately.
Until we met Felix.
Really?
We tried to nab his wallet. Not only did he stop us.
Did Wolf not do well?
I've heard a lot of people complain about it. I've heard a lot of people love it.
This is taking too long.
I mean, except for the kind of shittily ambiguous ending,
the one that would set us up for life.
I really have no complaints with it. It had resolve. It could afford to have an ambiguous ending.
These stories start out
it also is a prequel.
Fiona, relax.
Oh yeah, to the series.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of debates online. I don't think that the ambiguous ending is ever explained in the series, though.
Well, maybe they'll do another season. Maybe that's what that's for.
There.
Just Walking Dead Season 1 has a really wide open ending.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, like, the shine of what Walking Dead was, because even that, like, episode to episode, they changed a lot to try and figure out what they were making. And I'm not sure if they had ever found it, and I think people are starting to wear thin on that, maybe.
So have them keep their hands to themselves.
Like a year later, or several, like, it's been like 2 years, hasn't it?
I don't know.
Since The Walking Dead came out.
No.
Since 2? Maybe 2, not 1.
Hey, you're a pro. This is what you do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been like a couple years.
No, Walking Dead didn't Walking Dead come out last year?
No, because I've read it won like
it finished last year. It finished in like January last year.
Introduces you as a tiny psycho.
No,
squat down and
because it started around Halloween, didn't it?
Okay.
No, of course not.
Is who you are.
I remember it won like a ton of Game of the Year awards.
I'll back you up.
It wouldn't have been eligible if it finished in January.
You can count on me, Felix.
I don't remember. It hasn't been that long though.
It's just nice to hear.
Release dates: Episode 1, April 24th, 2012.
Fiona, when she gives you your
Episode 5, November 20th, 2012.
The deal came together.
Oh wow.
Version December.
Comfortable with, but
so yeah, so that's 2 years ago.
So it's best to take precautions.
And they've had a year of like The Walking Dead Season 2 and The Wolf Among Us, and now with Borderlands and Game of Thrones, I think people are starting to be like, yeah, you know, maybe update your dumb engine already.
It's only for emergencies.
One bullet.
But I still always use Telltale as a way to do episodic writing correctly, because they do change things based on how people are feeling with gameplay.
Right.
Which, what other companies really and truly do that?
They
say they do episodic.
Yeah.
Not episodic, but like as the Assassin's Creed devs listened between 1 and 2.
Only.
Yeah, but not with DLC. Well, not with episodic.
Yeah, but you can't use. Those are also different devs. That doesn't really count.
I don't think 1 and 2 were.
Actually, I think you're right about that. But all the other games.
Yeah.
And now those things are such a bastardization of just everything.
Oh my fucking! I don't even want to get started on that. But like, again, those are solid games. Those are completely different games. Like, this is a game that Telltale makes a story, then releases bits of the story, but then alters the story in order to make it more of an experience for people. And that says a lot.
Figures.
Stupid Vault Hunters.
I want to play as whoever that guy was leaning against
where art and culture flourish.
the fucking wall. He looked cool as shit.
Wow. I bet he like turns out to be the Cyclops that's dragging the dude later on.
He's Handsome Jack.
All right, enough of this stabbing. Piss off.
That was beautiful.
That was great.
Okay.
It's weird. Like they're approximating like.
Yeah.
Like they're approximating stuff from a different engine, and it looks real weird.
I think it looks just fine. I'm not having any issues with this graphical style.
No, like not the normal stuff. But I mean, like the glow on the front.
It looked fine. It just it can look it's because it's just less intense because you don't have to fucking see it from first person in this game.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like it's not meant to stand out. It's just meant to look to be there.
Great.
I mean, it's kind of cool that they went through the trouble of like trying to approximate it, but it still looks weird to me.
Oh, I can't look at that anymore. All right.
Sorry,
I think it's
no
fine.
one's getting in here today, pretty
I always
lady.
thought that was like
VIP
a side
zone.
effect of like the Echo HUD. I assume that these people are using different type of HUDs.
Private function. There's the Firestone Tavern down the road. If you
I
really
thought
need
it was
a
just
drink,
video game
they'll take care
bullshit.
of it.
Well, that's good, because I'm a VIP.
What? Really?
Yep. So if you could
That's
just get the
cool.
door for
Wait,
me.
1 second. I don't know, miss. No offense, but you look pretty regular to me. VIPs are fancy folk. Anyway,
This hat does not make me fancy folk.
Wait a second. That's you there.
I'm wondering how true that
Face is on
money
that
you find
bill
around the world will
with
give you
that
different
writing
choices.
on it. What's
I mean,
that
obviously
about,
here
huh?
it would probably just be
What's them
bribe
words
him,
say? Hey,
but you're just
don't
gonna
you
sweet talk your
lie,
way in here
and
anyway.
Don't take advantage of me.
So
That's the VIP list, and I'm on it. They probably put a picture to make it easier on you.
Well, that's a short list.
I'm that important.
I don't know.
I wonder if that's like a real Borderlands gun.
She's the VIP we've been waiting for.
yeah, probably.
Dang, Sasha, why didn't you tell me she was with you? So sorry, ma'am.
Well, now we know it's a fake vault key anyway.
Can't believe that worked.
I can't either.
So,
That's weird that they would introduce Sasha there.
well, because it's introducing you as their relation to them. Like,
See, I thought
it's her sister.
because back when she showed up, Rhys or whatever kept looking at her, and I thought he was waiting for like the text to pop up. and it didn't.
Interesting. That was a bad camera angle.
Also, way more of those like this is who this person is than there are in most Borderlands games.
Which is good because I really like that.
August
Yeah.
is with
I
someone
do
else.
too.
We got
I was
some-
really upset that it
He
only
has
happened to
some
bosses in the
trust
first game.
issues. He keeps asking about
It
me, so
happened
I'm
to
just gonna
every
tell
major
you
character
everything
you
I told
see.
him.
Yeah, like
No, it
in
happened
person.
like
Because it happens
It
to
happened to,
Dr.
like-
Zed.
So here's
Yeah, it
the
happens
thing.
to every
happened to
single
Baja.
person you see.
We're old friends.
it
You're
happened to
archaeologists
Baja and
that
Zed,
stole the
but like
vault
it
key from
didn't
a dig
happen
site
to
on
like
Eden
Because
City.
they're like the
You
only
originally
people
from
you
Eden
see
5.
in
You
person.
contacted me, and we met at Pyro Pete's just after Mercenaries Day to talk about the deal. Then I set you up with August.
That's the whole deal.
You
It
provide
happens
the
when you
key.
meet them in
August
person.
and I go make the deal, then we split
Oh,
the money
okay, so this is a
3 ways.
different vault key.
The rest of it, you're just gonna have to.
It's a fake
No,
vault key.
Well,
Did
they're
you get all
selling it as a different vault key because the
I told
Pandoran
you.
vault key
It's a
is
lot,
useless
I
at
know,
this point.
But he just kept asking questions.
Yeah, Sasha.
Because the vault keys
This isn't
require,
my
like,
first
they only
rodeo.
work every 100
Good.
years.
Good. That's
Right, but they were just saying they were making it look real. You just can't touch it.
Come on. How far do we go?
Right, but there's,
I've known your
like,
family
in universe, Zer0
August.
wouldn't want it
That's right.
because he knows the real
Which is
vault
why
key
this
is
is all
broken.
gonna
So if
work.
they're selling a different one, that could actually hold
Say hi
function to
the
him.
missus for me, okay? Will do, August.
I guess we'll figure it out.
Doctor.
Also, I like that
Yeah, boss?
the portrait
Make
from
sure
Mad
Tommy
Moxie's
gets one.
Underdome is in this bar of Marcus with like
Thanks
judge
again.
hair.
The Underdome had a really cool style to it. It was too bad that DLC was terrible.
I thought it was okay. Like as far as like arena DLCs go, I thought it was more interesting than just a horde mode.
I don't believe this.
Hey, August. This is.
Yeah, but you couldn't. You had to have. It was a
Sasha tells me
multiplayer
you've
only
got
DLC,
something really
basically.
cool to show
Yeah,
me.
that's why I gave up on the DLC, because, like, I bought Dr. Zed.
It's Lydia.
And then I heard that and then I guess I was missing out, and then I heard that they did multiplayer only, and I was like, oh, maybe this isn't for me.
Libya, Strauss.
No, you can do... That's really, like, the only one you need other people to do.
Yeah, at the time, I didn't realize it.
You should go back, because General Knox's DLC is really fantastic.
Yeah, so is Zombie Island of Dr. Ned.
So is Zombie Island of Dr.
Ned. I'm sad that you guys were just complaining about a horde mode. I really liked the that arena horde section of Borderlands 2.
So did I, but
I wish there was more of it, because that was kind of challenging.
Won't happen again.
It would, but they really figured that out after Mad Moxie.
That was exciting.
It also just sucks that the DLC with the bank was the multiplayer
I don't
one.
want to have to get the
Yeah.
Sure thing.
I mean, you could just go use the
Let's get to
bank.
business.
Yeah, that's what I did, because I bought the Game of the Year edition.
Skip out on his
Or
tab.
Borderlands
Yeah,
arenas.
Something like that.
That's the next DLC and P-sequel.
Is it?
Yeah, the framing device is Axton
Sasha,
wants to
make
hear
mine a
Athena
double,
tell the story
whatever it
again,
is.
but he doesn't
Coming
care
right
about
up?
the story.
Hope the gunplay didn't
He just
say-
wants
That's
her
awesome.
to tell him about all the
I
killing
just like
she
to
did.
drink.
That's awesome.
It's good that they're bringing those
Have a
dudes
seat.
into it, because they weren't around in the first game, and I really wanted to hear them interact with Athena.
Mm.
So, how long have you been an archaeologist? Fascinating work. Getting out there in the dirt, uncovering priceless artifacts.
Long enough to find a vault key.
Also, I told you about this, David, but how, like, a while
Well,
ago,
that seems
Birch was
like
out
perfect
talking about
amount of
how,
time.
like, the women in Borderlands are more realistic
That's interesting.
depictions than in most video
Hey,
games.
where'd you say you found this again?
Whereas this woman
Refresh my memory.
is
Sasha
probably
mentioned it
showing the least amount of
I found it
skin
on
out
Eden
of any
6 at,
prominent
Digside
woman
there.
in Borderlands.
Right, Eden 6.
Mhm.
Marcus is
And
always
she's
talking
made by a
about it.
totally separate
Says
team.
it's really nice.
It's nice when you find a vault key.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't.
It is.
This
I
isn't
mean,
the Pandora vault key.
Are you gonna make the argument that a girl's personality
Alright.
is based on how she's dressing?
Let's have a look.
Of course.
No, I'm saying Birch is making the argument that, like, not character, but, like, design-wise.
Oh, okay. I think that's a pretentious as shit statement to make anyway.
Yeah, it is. I really
Whether or not
dislike
it's
it.
true, that's not a thing you say about yourself. That's something you wait for someone else to say.
You're grabbing my hand. Why are you doing that?
You see with your eyes, August.
Your friend here is making me nervous.
She's helping you out, August.
How do you figure?
You never heard of iridium poisoning?
Can't say I have.
Well, she's saving you from a couple of
Perfect.
hours of puking your guts out.
Ah,
Okay, so this dude doesn't
well,
know about
then,
the key.
Thanks for that.
No.
But just say something sooner next time. I'll call up Vasquez. He's been chomping at the bit for this thing. Vasquez, it's August.
This
Are you
isn't
buying this
super
vault key or
related,
what?
but
'Cause I-
one of my problems
Wait, do you
with
have me on
P-sequel
speaker?
was I
Seriously?
thought in the final act,
No, look,
when you
I
go
don't
down
even
to,
know
like,
what-
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Yeah, dude.
What I know is I gotta move this
whatever.
thing right now.
I'm not telling you what happens, I'm just saying.
Okay,
there's a bunch
final
of-
act. Continue.
In the final act,
I know what
and I thought it
obstinate
didn't look
means.
that cool.
These Hyperion guys get uncomfortable around people.
real
that
generic.
Sound too competent. Expect a nervous, small-time Pandoran fuck. So I give them what they want. No, man, this thing is hot. I got offers, so if you want it, you gotta get down here. No, we'll be there soon. That ain't good enough, buddy.
What the fuck's that sign say? Bloody stool?
How well
What?
do you know this Vasquez?
Oh, I didn't even see
I've
it.
met a few times. He's a bit of a prick, but most Hyperion guys are.
I've noticed that.
Look, let me make it crystal clear. I want $10 million. That's right. We'll be waiting for you.
10 million's
Yeah? You
nothing.
say hi to your... He hung up.
Yeah, seriously, in Borderlands world?
Yeah.
All right. Sasha will hold the key, since it's clear you don't trust me alone with it. And see,
What does your money max out at?
in front of you.
It
Counter max out at?
Bring your gun.
$1 billion.
Okay.
Got it.
And then, but it doesn't stop. It doesn't.
Yeah, no,
like,
I mean,
delete.
that's why I said the counter
We'll let
max
you know
is
when
out.
it's done. Where to get your money.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't really break the counter in 2 at least. I didn't play any of the DLC, but I was
Every time I play a Borderlands game, I end up maxing it out to the point where I can do whatever the fuck I want with money, and it still always says 99, all 9s.
Yeah. Remember, Dylan's really bad at games, so.
Right, on the work.
I'm not getting a bunch of achievement notifications today.
Maybe you haven't achieved anything truly great.
Maybe. I was getting them constantly in Game of Thrones.
Let us know when they arrive.
I mean, the developer can turn those off.
That is definitely a real Borderlands gun.
Oh, yeah, sorry. She's a little possessive.
That's funny, considering she stole it in the first place.
It worked out.
Sure, if you consider grabbing the hand of a murderous psychopath working out, I suppose it did.
Still is, actually, because he's definitely not dead.
All right,
Place
we're on.
What happened? You get stuck in traffic?
I figured you want to take the tour, maybe get here a little early. Early? Are you kidding me? You think I like being here? You think this is fun? Have you seen the bathroom yet? Every minute in this horror factory's like an hour.
All right, well, I'll just leave you to your business things.
These are poor subtitles. They're missing a lot of dialogue.
I figure you know that already.
I know we already heard
this
it,
is,
but...
This is poor live streaming. We're missing a lot of dialogue.
I'm not.
I meant we're not making a lot of dialogue.
Didn't want to get his hands dirty.
Really? Because Dylan hasn't shut up about pre-sequel since we started.
That's true.
Oh, damn
it. It's the most recent game.
Well,
sorry.
in the final act.
If he scans the key, he'll know it's a fake.
You're actually in Iridium the whole time.
But there's no way they're not gonna scan it.
You are the vault key.
I have to go in. She needs help.
Hold on, wait. I have something you can take with you. There's a small EMP device in the chest over there. Grab it for me while I assemble a
take this siren with you.
What?
Shit! Clicky thing, laser cutter.
Box of 9-inch nails.
Ah, come on. How do you find anything in here?
It's about palm-sized and has a small circuit board sticking out of it.
Is it the bright yellow one?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Is this it?
Yes, that's the one. Here.
So Zero's half cyborg, right?
Electromagnetic pulse.
No one knows.
Should be enough to scramble the system,
he could
but
be
you need it close to the
like
key.
the only time they've ever.
Sasha, on my signal,
there was a Halloween DLC.
Behind you.
Because there's one thing Borderlands has a lot of. It's DLC.
Figure it out.
And it was cost DLC, and all the face and rotten, and Zero's was like his mask was busted, and there was like a robot eye in it.
Don't be seen.
But the name of the outfit is not canon.
Go, hurry.
There are other numbered people out though. Like the last DLC has a dude calling himself One saving Zero.
How do I get inside?
There should be an air duct that leads to the room they're in.
Although, if you notice, he only has 4 fingers.
He does only have 4 fingers. Aliens do exist as like living species in the Borderlands universe.
That's true.
Well, I mean, they're on an alien planet with alien creatures.
But, I mean, we haven't seen any humanoid creatures.
I mean, because, like, Jack, so much as when he's recruiting people, he's, like, real worried that, what's-his-face, Zero is an alien.
Aren't the, those weird things underground, like ghosty things, aren't they aliens?
Yeah, those are Iridians. But I'm talking about, like, sentient aliens that communicate with people on a regular basis.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know about that.
So you and Sasha will have to work together to pull this off.
Got it.
Jesus.
My deepest apologies, but we're actually closed. Also, this really isn't a door.
Scared the crap out of me.
What? Where are my manners? Come in. There's plenty of room. I'm Shade. Pleasure to meet you.
Shade's great.
I know it's hard to trust, but I'm a people person.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, my God. so many things.
I like how they made him look like Hunter S. Thompson, but gave him none of the personality.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
We were having such
They made
nice
him a gibbering lunatic.
Never see anything so pretty in your miserable lives?
Was Hunter S. Thompson not a bit of a gibbering lunatic?
No, but he was like, no, kind of, but it's because he was on all of the drugs all the time.
I mean, how do you know Shade's not on a bunch of Pandoran drugs?
It's not like that, like, I don't know.
Iridium.
You get a very different kind of, you get like more of a solemn asshole vibe from him, or at least I did when I read, oh god, what's the, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? Yeah.
But that's after he has, like, synthesized everything and is in reflection.
Yeah, but I mean, the man does go to the middle of the desert with a trunk full of narcotics.
Yeah, he's got like that almost like an introvert forcing his way into society kind of vibe.
With drugs, yeah.
Yeah, whereas Shade seems like he just wants to be everybody's buddy.
Yeah.
I think, like, his canon story is that a pirate murdered everyone in his town, and he was basically the only one alive for a long time.
It makes sense that he acts that way then. Maybe he was exactly Hunter S. Thompson until that moment happened and then he realized he wanted friends.
You think he saw dinosaurs in Hawaiian shirts too?
Alright, I'm sold.
I'm sorry, what?
Did you think that was one of the... I said, do you think you saw dinosaurs in Hawaiian shirts too?
Yes! Yes, absolutely.
I love how that book has pictures.
I also really like how the story is being told right now.
With from the two different angles?
Yeah.
I made up my mind.
I wonder if you play it from Rhys's angle, if like you can catch a glimpse of Fiona in the vent if you look real close.
Yeah, when they walked out of there, you could see her walking up.
Did we?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
What?
Because
I
then
was being
Zer0
bad at
breaks
video
through.
games.
Come on, man. Please.
I like the one small guy's vest. I like how half of it is hexagons and the other is actually...
Why is there one stack missing?
Because they're stacks of $1 million.
Okay, Fiona, he's about to scan it.
And
Yeah, but shouldn't it be an even number?
yeah, but the Pandorian money is slightly bigger than our money,
Fiona, he's
so it
about to
doesn't fit
scan
in a
it.
briefcase perfectly.
Why is there fucking money at all? Why isn't everything digital?
I'm trying to add a fake reason and having it make sense.
What's happening?
He dropped the key.
He dropped it? What do you mean he dropped it?
What the hell? It's fake? What's that sound?
Huh. Where the plot's going now?
Zer0! Apparently. Oh.
Do we know Bossa Nova at all?
I don't.
There we go. A bigger number than you, nice.
Now, Bossa Nova, you know what I'm searching for.
There it is.
Tell me where it is. I got no idea what you're talking about.
I even like how it has the
Rhys, the money! Get the
Oh,
money!
that's excellent. That is
the
excellent.
forward slashes to
Yeah.
differentiate the lines.
Looks like a lucky day, boys.
That's the kind of dialogue that you know they spent way too much time writing.
Oh yes.
Like, how do we move this plot along with only him doing
Come
haikus?
with you.
No, they were
I can
definitely
feel-
Wait, hold on.
motivated.
I can feel the meetings.
This is like the song playing in the game, right? I'm not just
Okay,
like...
this is bad, but we can salvage it.
Yeah, no.
I'm
the
still
extra...
thinking about it.
Oh.
And Dylan died. He sounds like Zer0.
Heroes killing people.
Lots of people. That's alright, they'll just respawn at the new use station.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sasha! Help me push this thing down!
Oh, that's what happened. Zer0 killed Dylan.
You planned this whole thing! That's honestly...
Must be, but now I have quick time events to take care of. Oh shit.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Let's just go.
Whoa!
That guy has terrible aim. Oh, I wanted to do it. Yep. No, I'm gonna save my bullet. No! Shit.
And we'll get that bandage.
Man.
Okay, now, easy.
Man, oh man.
Gosh, I'm fine. Thanks, but I'm fine. Let's just not have any more surprises today. Oh, come on! Are you really trying to steal our caravan?
Now, hold on. It's not what it looks. Okay, it is, but I am really sorry, okay?
Oh, give us one good reason we shouldn't shoot you and drag your bodies out that...
There's one reason.
Hey! We're not done here!
I want more Zero. I want more Zero.
I don't like it when people lie to me, Sasha!
I only heard one haiku today.
He had one little set of lines more.
And I was giving him so much credit.
Nolan North's gonna come back, and you know it.
Nolan North is
I think we
Zero.
So, what do we do with him?
No, he's not.
Yeah. What did you do with them, huh? I mean, other than try to con us out of our money.
You weren't even supposed
Like
to
that Zero got a proper title card because he, like, none of the Vault Hunters from 2 got, like, little jokes.
As it turned out, we had good reason not to. I'll give Sasha this
Well, his
much.
card was still
From
kind
the
of...
start, she knew not to trust them. Well, I just thought she was being paranoid.
I mean, yeah, he had, like, the weird one as Zero as, like, not his class, but as something else.
Next. You know, in our time of need. Tell him what you did then.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone has a title card.
We should just shoot them.
But it's always like
Save the
as
bullet.
like
The fall will definitely kill him.
commando or something.
Yeah.
They don't get like gags.
No, actually, that's exactly how it went down.
Yeah, I was trying to kill him.
Oh. Okay. Continue.
Wait! You don't want to do this!
He's just stalling.
What if the Cyclops guy is Zero's grandfather?
We can find the money!
What if he's one?
Has a tracker. I can follow
Oh, there it is.
Let him back in, Sasha.
Even if you get that case of money back, you won't be able to open it.
It has a top-of-the-line biometric
What if
lock.
there's a
It's
whole
impossible to
fleet
open
of
without
zeros
using
and
my
ones?
passcodes.
Get the case
I
into
always.
my hands and I
What's the
know.
I
one?
thought.
You say so. Beginning the case is
What's the one?
All right, Hyperion, prove it.
One is a
Find
guy who
the
apparently
money.
saved Zero's life.
Oh.
Yeah.
But what
Zero.
if there's like a whole fleet of them and that's the binary? Get it? Zeros and ones?
Call
Yeah.
the vet.
That
Yeah, I
ocean.
thought he
You
was
want to call
like
more Hyperion?
part of like a mercenary
Calm
group,
down,
and everyone had a number,
Let's see what they can do.
and like he was Zero because he
and
left
then
or
kill
something.
them if they betray us.
Also, Zero's voice actor has quite the prestigious career, I suppose. He was in Walker, Texas Ranger in 1995.
Zero is voiced by Chuck Norris.
Send down another loader bot, okay?
He is additional voices in Full Metal Alchemist. Then he's Zero. And then he is Bailey in The Adventures of Bailey, which are a pair of straight-to-video movies about a dog who has adventures. And in one of them, he's a cowboy.
He plays a talking dog?
He plays a talking dog.
Or is a
I hope the
talking
dog
dog?
talks.
Okay, well, I'm taking a break from this and going to YouTube to see Zero as a talking dog real quick. I'll join you guys in a second.
My login ID is being monitored up here. Look, I'm doing my best up here to keep any extra heat off you, but you have to find somebody else.
Fuck.
There's only so
Now
much
what?
I can do. I shouldn't be talking to you this long. They'll trace the signal.
All right, and hey, be careful up there, Yvette.
I will. Please try not to get yourselves killed.
How are we supposed to get an ID from another employee? We're not allowed to talk to other employees.
So, you've got nothing.
Out you go.
Hang on, hang on!
Hey,
Can't you, I don't know,
Dylan, look up who the
someone else's credentials?
guy driving is.
I think we're the only two Hyperion guys left on the planet.
Who's the guy driving? What's the character?
I still have Nakayama's ID.
I don't remember what his
Creepy
name is
Black
right
Ops
now. He
projects
sounds like the
that
guy
have to be
from
higher
man.
Big Planet.
Look, just give up the act.
Okay, so
Hyperion.
in the
You're just trying to
Bailey
stall us.
Christmas
We're not
Hero
buying it.
trailer,
No.
the dog does not speak once, so I'm going to assume the voice actor is in fact a dog who voices Zero, and just happens to play himself in the Bailey movies.
Is it Felix? Is he the driver?
I hope this works.
Ooh. Guess that's what you get for putting a fucking import port on your head.
Oh, he's fucking Johnny Mnemonic!
Yeah.
Did you think you could follow in my footsteps?
Is that what that was? I thought he just got hit earlier and the booze was still there.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was, now I do.
Oh god, even his USB drive loads.
I guess Phone got the tracker working.
So, what's talking to him?
I don't know.
Where'd everybody go?
It sounded like... I mean, it wasn't Zero, but it had, like, the same filter.
Yeah.
Maybe that was one. Maybe it really is one. Also, pitiful little code monkey is a reoccurring phrase in Borderlands pre-sequel. It's what everyone calls Handsome Jack before he's handsome.
Oh.
So does he not have the mask on in the pre-sequel?
He doesn't. That's part of his origin, is how he gets the mask.
Nice to
Yeah, that's
meet
one
you,
thing I
Miss
really want
Moxie.
to see.
Not too shabby. That crazy.
And I'm sure
Pandora
everyone wanted to
can
see, and that's why it exists.
They also
Who knows?
take,
what
like,
skeletons that old
a
man's keeping
gag
here.
from 2 and make it like this really dark, sinister thing in the stinger.
Nice.
Cast iron steel. Impressive.
Pre-sequel's alright.
Con artists.
There's a lot of lasers in it.
Why is cast iron impressive?
Maybe it's like really rare in the future, because it's the future. I like that literally everything still has little LEDs on it, just like in Borderlands.
Yep.
I'm going to assume the dude who's driving is Felix.
What happened?
I don't know.
Yeah.
If passing out
Yeah.
and drooling
Because
is
everyone
pretty
else on
bad
here is either a
this
woman
works,
or a
but
character.
If it was,
Norman Hall's an actor.
Congratulations.
This is his
I
only
tracked the money
credit.
while you were
Oh.
out.
Quiet. This place is crawling with bandits.
That could be a pseudonym, though.
Who knows?
okay,
He
Rhys?
doesn't sound like it anymore, never mind. I was
Totally
wrong
whacked your
anyway.
head right after you plugged in. It made this gross sound. Like a thud. But
Like a
Yeah.
thud, but
Find
wet.
out.
Yep.
what happened back there?
No idea. Just blacked out.
All your cybernetics still seem to be working, as far as I can tell.
I want a robot arm.
Not like races.
The case is in there.
Somewhere.
Wow. What
No,
is
like
that
Luke's.
place?
Looks like
I wonder if
some
this
kind
is
of
going
Perry?
to be like...
Atlas warehouse.
Doesn't
Yes.
look abandoned to me.
Looks more like every bandit on this side of the planet.
I wonder if this is like their way of bringing
How about
Handsome
it, Mr.
Jack in the
Roboto?
Borderlands
Do you see any way to
3
get inside?
without
Rhys, that's
reviving
Atlas
him
You should be
is
able to
through this
scan
guy.
Yeah.
Like his whole story arc is he becomes another Handsome Jack.
Yeah, like he gets the mask and then like is programmed to be the new Handsome Jack or something.
Yeah. I mean, there is precedent for AIs based on people in the Borderlands universe.
Is, but the fact that we thought about that already would make that really disappointing.
There's a Pirates of the Caribbean reference.
I
don't know, they could do it really cool.
It was in the Bandits scan.
Oh.
It was lyrics for
Also,
the song.
Nolan North does play a character of August.
Well, we knew that.
I know, I was just confirming. Chris Hardwick is on.
Vaughn. Oh, the other guy?
Sidekick, yeah.
Or do we not? Yeah.
Perfect. As soon as a vault hunter finds a case with millions
Oh
of
yeah, I
dollars,
hear it now.
You know how they
Otherwise
are.
known as
Bandits.
Can't we just go in the same way the vault
The
hunter
Nerdist?
did? We're not vault hunters.
Settle down. I got this.
Talking Dead? What? What do you want?
Singled out.
Sokka in the Legend of Korra.
Something wrong?
No.
Chris Hardwick was Sokka?
Fine.
In the Legend of Korra.
Ooh,
Really?
that down underneath the building. But
Yeah.
I haven't seen that far.
Okay, so
Your
you
mom
found a
hasn't seen
way
that
in.
far.
Now remember,
I
to
still
get
like
in and
Singled
out
Out.
of there quickly. We've already taken too many risks.
Wait, what?
You're not
Chris
coming
Hardwick
along?
was the host of Singled
Somebody
Out.
needs to
Oh, I
stay
don't know what
to
that is.
get away.
What? Really?
Waiting for
So,
you.
Singled Out was him and his sidekick was Jenny McCartney,
And Fiona.
and they would have like these singles on the show. It was on MTV,
Don't
and
trust
they would sit
anyone.
with their back to like 100 guys or 100 girls, and they would be asked questions. If it was like, do you like a classy guy or a dirty guy? And she would hold up like dirty,
Oh, okay.
and
How
then
are we
like
gonna get
all
to
the
the
guys
end
would
of
hold
this?
up their subsequent sign, and anyone who didn't match
Have you
was kicked
forgotten
out. of
about the
pool.
bandit parade going by?
I remember that from an episode of Boy Meets World.
That's the easy.
Yes, yeah, Eric was on that.
We find a crappy
That's
hiding
awesome.
spot.
Yeah.
Saying the wrong answers.
Then we make ourselves.
Then he took her to the awful dive bar in the basement that he's gone to since he was 14.
Closer.
There's a sequel to that show.
While
Yeah,
we
Girl Meets
casually
World, and it's
take
gonna
on
have
Val for
the
a
biggest
stroll.
Boy Meets World reunion ever. Too bad it's on Girl Meets World.
That show started,
It's awesome.
man.
From one of the guards.
Yeah, it sure did.
Making sure that
It's also not very good.
left out.
I mean,
Then we take the secret
Boy
entrance,
Meets World, I think
which leads us to the
I like a lot
briefcase.
because I watched it when I was 8.
We take a moment
Yeah.
to celebrate our swift and
I grew up. I met the world through Corey
Everyone got
Matthews
that?
myself as a boy, and so I could
Guys?
accept it.
So
You
when you
could-
actually execute this, he's gonna fail to do it, correct? That's the joke?
No, they already did it without
We
him.
found another way
Oh.
down.
I guess that's the other joke. I remember Speed Racer,
After you.
the movie, had something weird where, like,
All of it.
the dude is like, here's what
I
you're
bet
gonna
it would've
do.
worked.
And he, like, you're gonna fail. And then, like, it was all under the pretense of him telling them how he was gonna fail. And then, like, then he's in the locker room, like, man, I failed. Like, what? Because the dude told him everything that was gonna happen to him, and then it happened. And it was like, it's just not how it works. It really confused me.
I really like that movie.
Fiona!
It's not that great, but it's really cool to look at, and I like what it was
I got
doing.
this. Okay, just
You also
solid.
Give me
smoked
a
pot, so I'm sure it was especially good.
That was way
Solid.
better than, man. Yeah.
Fiona, open up, please.
You're a kid on drugs. What do you
It's black in here. Fiona!
So I have to like it.
You are hilarious.
Well,
Now
I mean,
open
well,
the damn
I
hatch.
loved the original Speed Racer as a kid too, but it was like it was a Hot Wheels movie basically.
You were hoping this would happen. You wanted to separate
Like
us
that
so you could
Hugh
pick
Jackman
us
movie
off.
is the Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie, but it's really not, but it really is.
But I liked that movie too. It was really dumb and fun. Like
I trusted
it's not
someone
great.
You like movies
Never
based on
let
plastic
you collect.
toys.
gotta focus on getting the money back.
That's
Of
not
course.
true. The
money,
Transformers
that's
movies are
all that
terrible.
matters to
Ah,
us.
but they're based
It
on
was money we
2XL.
brought to you.
Um,
Remember? Fake vault key?
You just tried
Battleship
to
was
steal our
fucking
van.
awful.
See? You're just lashing
board
out
game,
now.
it's different, doesn't count.
Shut up.
The fourth
Walk in
Transformers
front
is
of me.
okay.
It was okay. The
wasn't
first
great.
Transformers was also
Copy.
okay,
Come in, Vaughn.
and then
Your
2
mom's okay.
Abomination.
I want to buy a 2XL.
Money's on the move.
It's a 2XL.
It's close.
Anyone want to help me get a 2XL?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what 2XL is?
What is a 2XL?
It's a little robot that played cassettes, and you used to, it would have like a story behind it, and you would have like multiple choice questions.
Is that dumb robot that danced?
No, I gotta find a picture of 2XL, because I want my Rob to have a buddy, and 2XL is
Also,
perfect.
the G.I. Joe movies were really good.
The
They
first
were.
one put me to sleep.
I mean, there's a really awful plot thread where the Baroness becomes a good guy, but other than that, it's really
It's
good.
the plot's dumb, but it also has a fucking awesome underwater battle sequence, and movies never do that.
Here, I have sent a link to an image
get to that lift.
of 2XLs. Oh my god, what is this original one? I have not seen that.
You know what? One negative on Hitbox, I really like this super lack of delay, and that like you can just put like a memo at the top of the chat, but you cannot click links.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
Come on.
There's two of these things, and one of them looks way cooler than the other. So I don't know which one you want.
Not the boxy one.
The boxy one. The boxy one's an 8-track.
That's an 8-track? It's the 2XL
and 8-track at the bottom.
No, that's the original 2XL.
But it's got an 8-track coming out of it. Look at the bottom.
Yeah, it's an 8. That's the original one that used 8 tracks before cassettes existed.
But its face looks like a cassette. That's
Use your robot arm, fucktard!
So let's all team up and find Alex at 2XL. I'm gonna go to eBay right now.
Why isn't he using his robot arm?
Because he can't find the 2XL.
You need some
This is
help
very
over there?
important.
It looks like you're struggling a bit. I already took out mine, so... I got it!
That's
not
pretty
what
good.
it looks like from here.
One of my favorite, it's probably still my favorite Borderlands gag.
Wow, even the bandit's unimpressed.
Oh, I know exactly what's gonna happen.
Get back, man.
Wow, nicely done.
I don't need that right now. Help. Let me just get that for you.
Yep. No, no! Okay.
Oh, come on! You cannot tell me that wasn't cool.
You are not cool. Hyperion tech is cool.
That's true. That's very true.
We need to get the lift working.
Wow. I can get the original 2XL for 30 bucks,
Atlas
the 8-track one.
How much is the cassette one?
The cassette one is $42.
That's still not that bad for like an old... does it work?
Actually it comes with 3 cassettes and I only had 1 as a kid, so that would be pretty awesome.
You only had 1 cassette as a kid?
Damn it.
Oh shit, here's one for 20 bucks.
It needs a password.
Here's one bidded for $5.
I like that they're bringing Atlas into this, because like Atlas has sort of stopped being a thing in Borderlands, and there was no like transition out of it. So I like that there's a plot thread about it.
And around here, get this to line up with. Oh come on, really?
Maybe we'll meet the kid who runs Atlas at some
Do you
point.
even know what Hyperion means to us on Pandora? The havoc they caused here? The pain?
It's crazy up there too. Things actually aren't so great at Hyperion right now.
Yeah? Feeling the weight of your corporate overlords, Arya? Good.
Hyperion brings order.
I like how they're... No, I'm not picking Hyperion brings order.
What the hell was that?
Does.
One of the powers.
Yeah, but Rhys is kind of fucking pissed off right now. That's not what he's gonna say. He's not gonna feed a corporate line.
You know who also brought order? Nazis, but it was a Nazi order.
How is it up there, anyway?
I just watched the Justice League episode
Up on that
where
base they're all in.
Vandal Savage took over the Nazis.
Helios.
And won World War II.
You know what? If there were no cities or civilization in Germany, then the Nazis would have brought order.
Day after day.
Also, as much as I enjoyed the Game Awards, what the fuck was with Wolfenstein not winning anything? Because Wolfenstein is one of the best games that came out this year, if not the best.
One best shooter.
I'm just
by far.
Listen, it's one thing to be sick.
And I really loved
I've
Far
been
Cry
number
4.
556 for what feels like forever.
But then
So
Dragon Age
I
won
have
Game of
to
the
make
Year,
it.
so what the
I
fuck
have
do
to
I
make
know?
this work, and I have to get to the top of the Hyperion food chain. or
Yeah, I
I'll
don't...
waste it
We were
basically
both
my
kind of
entire
wrong
life.
about that.
Well, that's the saddest.
We gotta do that impressions cast, because the actual, like, ceremony was beautiful, but the awards blew.
I'm well aware of your
Yeah,
opinion.
everything but the award presentation themselves was awesome.
I have to concentrate.
Except, there was one good awards presentation, and it was when they gave the award to,
Your stun baton.
oh god,
It's the JR4000.
why am I blanking on their name right now?
Yeah.
Huh?
I see it.
They gave, like, a lifetime award to the King's Quest people.
What
Yes.
if I say please? Would that make it easier?
But that
for you?
wasn't even an
not
award
saying
category. That was just like,
Even though I
here's some
think I said it
recognition.
Do you promise to give it?
Yeah, and then they like the Odd Gentleman came out and
Yes.
why can't Roberta Williams took the King's Quest hat and put it on the Odd Gentleman dev, and it was adorable. It was really sweet. It was really awesome. And the new they showed off the new King's Quest, and it actually looks really cool.
It looks like a Telltale game.
Yeah, but like it looks like what they were trying to do with Jurassic Park, but with more puzzles and not shitty.
Not
quite.
Like it looks like you're doing more like moving around than in Telltale Games.
And we are in.
There was lots of platforming and climbing while giant things climbed in the background, and it looks super cool.
What I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm impressed.
Yeah, but
I
2XL,
suppose
guys.
we're not completely useless after all.
That's a relief.
The
Yeah,
2XL
get
just
the
sounds
moving.
like a cheap.
I got in, but it didn't give me the right clearances, so I'm gonna need a second.
Yeah,
what's
did you
a
watch that
cheeseburger?
video I sent you of the heart attack grill?
Well, hurry up.
Did you send me that?
Yeah, it's like it's crazy. Or you've probably seen it, but it's this crazy restaurant. It used to be in Arizona, now it's in LA, or now it's in Vegas. And like if you're over 250 pounds, you get free.
Can't read the buttons, they're all
And
down. I don't know, stay out of the
it's like they have a buttercream milkshake, and like when people die from heart attacks, and like the interviewer is like, how does it, like, do you have any moral objections to what you're doing to people here? And he's like, no, because I'm bringing awareness to the fat people, so they know what it's like. And it's like, it's a crazy fucking dude.
Who thinks that
defending
trying?
He's bringing order.
He's bringing order.
He's literally bringing burger orders.
Oh man, I had a really good burger the other day too. I don't need to elaborate on that.
Okay then.
It was an Italian meatball burger, which means it was like they, instead of making meatballs, they like made it into a burger patty and covered it with of course, yes, there's Zer0 for you. But they covered it with mozzarella
I like
cheese
that
and prosciutto.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That
I
was
like how
great.
her,
That was
like,
great.
ammo-
Oh, here it comes. Here comes more haiku.
You're really cool. I wanted you to know that.
Oh, that was beautiful. I didn't know Zer0 flashed other stuff on his head.
Yeah, he's got all types.
Yeah, he flashes all sorts of things.
An odd pair. We got glasses.
But that
space
heart
and
was
lady.
perfect.
You guys really know
They
how to
kind of
accessorize.
cheated with the haiku.
What are you two doing here?
Yeah, but it was
They
still
did, 'cause it was all
it was
one
worth it for that moment.
I mean, I feel like
story,
any
actually.
hype kind of feels like cheating.
We're here for... What was the question?
We're right where we belong.
Oh, okay. So you're drivers.
Might be because haiku was designed
don't
for a
really
totally
look
different
like
language,
drivers.
Oh, really? How would you know?
It was, but also,
my thing.
like, if you only have
I
a
prep
line.
the cars, so I see a lot of drivers.
Okay, I really like the
Cars, huh?
as much as I
Pretty
love
interesting.
Borderlands and like the characterization of everything,
So,
I love how much more we're
guys,
going into just the
drivers
bandits
or
as
what?
like people in Tales from the
Right.
Borderlands.
Sorry,
Because this is
realize
awesome.
rude, but I really don't like you.
It's still my favorite gag
If you're supposed
in
to be prepping
not
the
just Borderlands,
cars,
but
why
probably
aren't
my
you
favorite
doing it?
joke in video games.
guess
It's in the General
I'm
Knox
talking to
DLC,
you. That's
and it's just
probably
two of the
why, if you must know.
Atlas
I think
thugs
you're
are
slacking.
talking about how they're gonna go
Okay,
get
what
ice
are you, a
cream.
secret shopper? You see I'm armed, right? This is a gun.
It's like the dude's like
It's a
sitting,
weird way
ice
to
cream
talk to somebody
day,
you don't
ice
know.
cream day,
Not even
and his
factoring in
friend's really
firearms.
tired of it. It's cute.
Let's start over. If you're not official drivers, well, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to shoot you in the face.
There's more wit in this than there is in most Borderlands
for that.
dialogue.
Oh, you're full of shit.
There's no
Weird
like
drivers.
actual.
You are
facts
full
or
of
jokes in
absolute
Borderlands.
shit.
Jeez.
Give me
I'm
one
really
like
for some folks that don't look like any drivers
genuinely
I've ever seen.
Then I
complicated
guess you don't see
gag
enough.
Wow,
in a
that's
Borderlands
very
game. Also, that
presumptuous.
dude
This
has
ain't
like a
exactly my
bandit
first
rifle,
race.
which is
Then
actually
quit
kind of
acting
cool.
like it and get our ride.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah, well, more meat for the
it's
grinder.
Like it's an
Telltale-
actual-
really
Guess I'll go get you a
cool
ride.
to see Telltale. Well, I mean, I guess they did it with Sam and Max, but with their new style of games and all that, like really
Hey,
get
I got something
like
that might
completely understand the way a universe works, but one that's not like a pre-established fit. Like this is a video game. Like it's cool. It feels different for them, you know.
He's up after the last race. Floor was littered with them.
Oh, I don't have any money.
You should have stole that guy's cash.
Nice
I know. I could have bought the Steve mask.
Oh,
If anyone
ew.
asks, you didn't get these from me.
So fun
Get going.
thing, fun little
Right
fact.
away.
My friend Josh is, like, I became best friends with Josh through Borderlands 2. We were like following it, and that's how I met him. And like he came over today. It was the first game we played together, and we played it to fucking death together. And now he's like my best friend ever. So when his birthday came up, I did like a loot-centric, color-coded gift system.
That was great. Sorry.
On a nice clean space station right now.
So like I wrapped all the presents up in like whites and greens and purples and blues, but they all had like the quality and the price of more expensive stuff. So like all the whites were socks and cat food and staples and shit like that. And like the rarity went up, but
This is bad.
The card
What have we gotten ourselves
was a
into
Borderlands card of like a description of what his gun would be, and when you opened it up, I had made a Steve mask. And I had torn up like one of those record your own things and built it into the card, so we opened it up and it went, "Ayo!"
Looks more like a
Nice.
main race to me.
That sounds really awesome. I'm sure he lost his shit.
Yes.
What an ass.
I like
Did you make him
Josh.
pay to have a pearlescent gift?
Yeah, what?
Did you make him pay money for pearlescent gifts?
I should actually that was before
Guns,
the pearlescence
more
was a
guns.
thing. Well, no, because that was in
What do we do?
Borderlands 1.
I'm getting so sick
They
of
were in
having
general
guns pointed
knots.
at me.
Yeah,
We
that's
have
what
to
I'm.
find that
But
Yeah.
yeah,
I just don't.
they
have
don't
a
add them
plan
until
for how we do
DLCs
that.
generally.
Yep,
It
that's
might be a
what's upsetting me.
pre-sequel.
We find them first, then we can try and figure out where the money is.
Yeah, what are they in 2? It's the pink. What's
Those have always kind of been around. Like I think pink is supposed to be the highest legendaries, but they're super rare.
you pay crystals
So
for them in the
I guess
DLCs.
we win the race, and they just give us the money.
Yeah,
Make it
those.
sound
I didn't play
simple.
any of the Borderlands 2
is
DLCs.
simple.
Oh.
Ish.
There's
Oh, that's very bad.
Well, I only played up to Big Game Hunt, which I know is like the worst thing ever because the next one is the Dungeons and Dragons one.
Oh man, it's so
Bunkers
good.
and
I gotta say, Bunkers and Badasses.
yeah.
I gotta say,
Calm down. It's in
that
the
game,
bag.
that
If we win
DLC
this
drags
race,
a
we
lot
get
in
the
a lot of
case.
places,
If
but the
deal
payoffs
of a
are so
lifetime is
good
really
that
only
it's
worth
worth
it if your
just getting
remaining
through.
lifetime is more than 24 hours.
It
My
starts
line
off
of work,
really,
I
really
have to be
strong,
good
but
at
then toward the
reading.
end you're just like,
Seeing the
another
true
room of
character, and
skeletons.
you've on
But like, afterwards, it gets really cool
You really
and really
think so?
fucking funny.
So it's an
Yeah.
approximation of Dungeons and Dragons then.
Yeah, that's the
Now
Borderlands
you're having a
World's
good time.
in-game
You just gotta
version
let
of
loose. Rev the engines on your
Dungeons
life.
and Dragons.
No, I know that. I was
Bunkers
making
and-
a joke. That's how Dungeons and Dragons
You know,
feels.
enjoy the moment.
I could get used to this.
Yeah, no, it actually totally does, and I play
Just
Dungeons
don't
and
hurt
Dragons
yourself.
every other week, so.
Yep, me too.
Well, except right now. We're playing a different system, but it's still
How
a
does
tabletop game.
jackass like this become a
We're,
Tomorrow, I have to torture a vampire for information about where his den is, and he's not wearing pants.
I think this guy wants to eat my eyeballs.
He was in a nightclub, and he wasn't wearing pants because he was in like a sexy private room, and
Okay then.
shit went down. So we knocked him out, threw him over one of the dude's shoulders, and fucking
You got this all
ran.
wrong. We didn't do anything.
It was great.
If you let him kill me, you'll never get the money.
Oh, yeah, sure I will. Felix can
Sorry,
bypass the
now
law.
I'm
He'll have
listening.
your case
Yeah.
open faster than this guy can eat your lips.
But he can't defuse the bomb synced to my biosignature.
Bomb? There's a bomb in the case?
Let me go! Stop it!
Oh.
Meat Bud is right.
Jesus Christ!
Speak Psycho!
Hell is
Oh my
this?
God, Speak Psycho! Aw.
I did speak psycho, or no, I headbutt. I wanted to headbutt.
Dying high on a psycho!
You speak psycho. You're gonna fucking review this game.
Pandorans are all crazy.
You gotta make all your own different decisions.
know
We're gonna
that,
do our
right?
off-the-cuff review, but you're gonna write it proper.
Yeah.
I just thought Krieg was schizophrenic. I didn't know all the
The
babies
need
talk
for
like that.
speed.
Let's go get rich.
This
My,
is great.
Okay, I'll admit, that looks pretty dangerous.
We'll talk about that when the credits roll. But go ahead, Alex.
Oh no, I was back there just doing D&D stuff. So I said we were my D&D group guys. We're gonna start this game called Scion. Absolutely look into it if you've never heard of it. Like you play, basically like Titans took over the world of gods, and so they came to Earth to just breed and try to like basically make cannon fodder for these Titans. And so you're playing the son of gods from all different, like Aztec gods or voodoo gods, and you basically like build your personality around these gods and what you think their kin would be like, but it's modern day.
So you're riding Percy and the Olympians?
You know what?
Percy Jackson and the Olympians?
Sure.
Fucking writing young adult fiction in D&D games.
Why is Zer0? I want to find out why Zer0 is here.
Because he wants that thingy.
He said he needed a core. I assume he needs a new shield core for Sanctuary.
Give 20 G's, cold hard cash. I'm gonna drum you upside the head, shred you.
I'm glad Zer0's in this game. Zer0's my favorite.
You plastic ninja freak.
No, he isn't. Go on.
Plastic ninja freak. I'm glad the writing team at Telltale has never let me down, man. Even when it's a little on the weaker side, it all comes together in the end.
Yeah.
It's a lot more happening in this than in most Telltale games.
Game of Thrones had a fucking ton of shit going on.
I missed some of it, but it felt like it didn't go to as many places in each episode as this.
We have to get out of here.
Well, like, not as much action happened.
Yeah, there wasn't as much action, but that's because Game of Thrones is about politics, and Borderlands is about shooting things.
Yeah, I gotta say that no matter what type of game they handle it. So it's still very true to what it's handling, even though it still feels like a Telltale game.
Yeah.
Even though they're using the same engines, like they know when to focus on action. Wolf Among Us did feel, yeah.
Also, there was a lot of action, just not a lot of stuff I was a part of. Lots of people. I think I told you, Alex. There was 2 people under the age of 18 got stabbed in the face over the 2 hours that I played that game. One in the opening 5 minutes and one at the end. Just fucking stabby.
You didn't get the bang of it, so it doesn't really matter.
And why would I do that?
Because one phone call from me and you're in the clear. Hey, look, I admit it, you screwed me.
I won't sell out Chris Hardwick.
Cool moves.
Rhys is a douche, but he's not that much of a douche. He has his friends. Also, if I sold out Vaughn, I feel like the people the other people would totally just turn on me.
Hey, the first swear I've seen. But it's not a fuck.
I really thought you'd give him up.
No, you heard all that?
Oh yeah.
No, that was great. Okay, you heard all that. I love that.
Come on.
Of course she heard it. You were fucking right next to her, jackass. That always bugs me when, games, movies, oh fuck! Anything really, when they try to do like private conversations or whatever next to the other person, but they're speaking softly.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted.
Oh, cool! I love sketch.
That's not him. He should be dead, fan service. Ruins the story.
What if it's just another one?
Nope, ruins the story. Whole franchise is ruined. Both of them. Telltale ruined.
It's not like it's that fucking giant-ass one from, I don't know, the DLC with the Bandit Town.
I don't even remember, because
whatever the Bandit Town with the train was.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, I don't remember.
That's Revolution.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the one you're thinking of is in 2, but it's not in the DLC. That's just
it's game. Okay, then I'm thinking no, it's got the bandit towns in 2 then, just in 2, because that's where you get the cursed gun.
Hey, did you get it?
Yeah, that's just in 2.
Oh, I forgot. I don't. It's been a while.
Lynchwood.
Oh, there it is. Come on.
You play as the sheriff of Lynchwood in pre-sequel.
Oh, you do? That's neat.
Yeah, she's a character.
Maybe I should get that game.
She's a bitch.
If I eventually get pre-sequel, Alex, will you play it with me since you have it on PC?
I'm getting it on 360. Sorry.
I
will play it with you on the
PC.
I don't have it on PC.
I thought you had a code for it for PC.
No, I have a code for it. I'm going to get it for 360. I have options.
That's a good, like, $30, $40 game. I wouldn't pay full price for it, because it's more Borderlands 2.
That's what I was gonna wait to say. I was gonna like buy it after this, but.
But yeah, but like half price, sure. That's a game worth getting. It's still like 20 hours.
Okay,
There's still a ton of content.
Really bad. Did you guys see that like weird graphical hitch that's happening with the lighting?
Yeah. The stream's a little mosaic-y right now, but.
Well, it's like there's like rectangles of shadow.
Yeah, I saw that.
We've got to be getting close to the end now.
I thought like we were at the end when like they opened up all the arena.
Yeah, me too. I think it has to do with changing in the background.
I've been writing stories recently of a nature I don't want to discern. And it's been really fun just coming up with like points to just stop it, and then like I'm not writing the majority of the story so much as I'm recapping it at the start. And it's like I got like 5 characters at different places, and so I just like describe what happened to them between chapters instead of actually writing it.
Your way back over here so we can go.
Why did
And it's weird, but it's really fun to not actually to find like a way to ignore actually writing anything.
Yay! That's one of my favorite exclamations. I love using balls as an expletive.
I shouldn't have done that.
What?
Help you. You left me to die.
Yeah, I fucked up. Sorry, Vaughn.
Where are you going?
I didn't realize it was going to zoom in and I couldn't go back. I feel like this game is getting Borderlands better than fucking most of the Borderlands games. Is that weird?
No, because I mean, Telltale tends to have that effect. And again, Telltale is almost exclusively character development.
I think it's just...
Oh, when David says it, it's totally fine, but when I say it, I'm the worst player in the world.
No, because you say it like a dick, and you say it wrong. And what David's saying is they did a really good job. What you're saying is Borderlands 2 did a really bad job. Which
I stand by that.
Which we've all established is incorrect.
Yes. I agree with some of Dylan's complaints about 2. The loot tables aren't as good, there are some issues, but to say like that the plot and none of like, no, it's great, I loved it. You hate Tiny Tina, don't you?
Yeah, fuck her.
Okay, see, that's why you don't like Borderlands 2. That's really it. I don't know anyone who doesn't like Borderlands 2 that also hates Tiny Tina. So, it's like the divider. Like, if you don't like Tiny Tina, you don't like Borderlands 2 that much. If you think, if you're okay with her or like her, you like the game. Like, that seems to be the divider.
That's a pretty fair assessment. I mean, I don't know if those are necessarily related, but...
There are other
like
issues.
that's always the case. Yeah.
A weird correlation.
Yeah, Tiny Tina is kind of everything I don't like about 2 in one character, so that's a fair assessment to say.
Well, and it's also like, you also fucking hate Anthony Burge. I don't really like him as a person, but I like his writing, so...
I like Hey Ash, what you playing?
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I fucking love that show. I think I'm a couple episodes behind still.
Don't worry, all they do is sponsored stuff now, and they're only a couple minutes long.
Good.
What
you doing, son? You write gay fan fiction? I'm gonna get out of here before I get you gay on me.
Fiona.
Yeah, hops are good. Anthony said,
Felix.
Random assault was
what's
like
wrong?
AIDS, but for your ears.
That's true.
It's true. Random assault is AIDS, but for your ears. That's what we've been going for this whole time.
What the fuck?
No.
I don't like...
For the love of...
That's a gun for Borderlands as well. It's weird that I'm stumped by that.
Men are pretty rare. Looking at him right then.
You know the detail they put into it. Like, all the guns are definitely legit. I mean, I've noticed some,
Yeah,
you've
like-
noticed some, and the ones we couldn't identify, they have to be too. Although the ones I can't identify seem like the trash guns.
Perhaps...
I'm also really happy that we get more Borderlands vehicles.
Felix. Felix.
It's also cool that I can look at the guns and know the brand. Like, that's a Jacobs.
Yep.
I am so excited for a fucking 5-episode story arc in the Borderlands world. That's all narrative. This. I feel like this game is proof that the Borderlands universe is super cool, and its style of humor is great, and can be done. Like, it doesn't. I mean, there's a lot of really fucking stupid shit that you'll either laugh at or hate in Borderlands, but I feel like this is showing that it can be so much more than that.
Yeah.
I told you to never
I said at the start, Borderlands is the most
the only way to make you
that's
understand.
underutilized in video games, but here it is being utilized very well.
Well, you said that they changed the universe, so it's utilizing the world that you didn't like Borderlands 2 for creating.
I'll be able to leave.
What a load of
I mean, the basics are there. It's like a weird space western, and everyone's half robot.
I deserve that.
I'd like it if they brought the new Yushins and tried to really work Digistructing into it, but if you're just going to use it as a game mechanic, sure.
I really feel like I just completely lost my train of thought. Never mind.
It's nice to think. It's healthy.
I don't. Oh, also, your conversation thing about how people having weird conversations right next to people. Metal Gear had like a
What'd they do there? I'm not familiar.
In the codec, you don't speak.
No, fuck.
You kind of do it in your throat, but you're not supposed to actually speak out of your mouth.
Oh.
Because the codec gets in your ear, so it only catches stuff that you keep in your throat.
Oh, that's weird.
So we're not going to talk about what I just did? Really?
What, you shot him?
Yeah, and then he blew up.
He blew up?
Okay. Officially the worst day ever.
It's raining burning money! What a cool image! Yes! Yeah, oh god, okay. Through the fucking... Yeah, yes! Oh my god, yes. My woofer, man, my woofer. What?
What? Just like Telltale, you're gonna kill off all the characters? No, Zero's not
that metal thing
Oh!
is
Of course, Zero's.
no.
Oh! Motherfucker.
See, this is Zer0 is best character.
Zer0 is best
Bossa
character.
Nova's dead. I don't think he was lying. Gortys is not here.
Don't sweat it, babe. That's one less bandit lord we have to worry about.
I will say, there's a weird bit of foreshadowing.
Yes, yes, yes.
Is not done.
My reward for you is gonna be long, hard, and powerful.
Yes.
Gortys remains out of reach.
It's a rocket launcher.
Yes. Innuendo.
Oh, it's still he's still keeping the haiku. I counted. Even when they don't show it all on screen.
Sasha,
I'm so happy Moxie's showing up. You couldn't have a Borderlands. Is Moxie in
I don't want
Preschool?
to talk about it right now.
Yeah, she's a very prominent character in Preschool.
Moxie's probably my favorite Borderlands character.
It's because you're a sexist pig.
Yeah.
No, it's because she's hilarious. And how is that sexist? She's a strong female character. She either
No, it's
murders.
sexist because she's attractive. Haven't you ever read
That's
Game
true.
Design?
She's attractive.
She's a video game character that's dressed like a fucking clown.
Yeah.
I felt like...
Take anything
Is she just attractive because she has like an you could see her breasticle line?
No, she's quite attractive in design.
I guess. I mean, she just looks like the Harlequin character. Like,
yeah. What more? What further do you have to go?
Kill each other and then take their stuff.
I guess. I don't know.
She's not super hot. She looks like Harley Quinn, and who has a crush on Harley Quinn? No one.
I didn't mean Harley Quinn. I just meant that, like, the Harlequin style. I mean,
I thought with Anthony Birch's like penchant for like politically correct character design, a lot of Moxie's like fun was going to be lost in her later revisions, but no, like, it's not. She's by far the most consistently fun character.
Oh, good. We just need
I just like how she's married to everyone. Or she was at some point, basically.
Yeah, I thought she was dating Zer0 there for a second.
Moxie doesn't date anybody, yeah.
She marries a bunch of people and then divorces them and either kills them or they're best friends.
Yeah, the way it's done.
Yeah, she married Marcus, Steve, Mr. Shank, Mordecai, Jack.
I forgot she did it to Mordecai.
Probably Mordecai again. They hint at that in pre-sequel.
Rhys! Are you dead? If you're dead, say something!
I could use a little help down here.
It doesn't look like there's a safe way down.
What's down there?
What is going on now? This has to end, like, soon, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean... we've been playing for quite some time. It's past 4 already.
I mean, I guess it's only fitting that of the Telltale Games, the Borderlands 1 is the longest.
But it's been really well paced. Like, I'm really enjoying it. I just feel like I'm expecting it to end, but it's getting more and more like this is unlike a lot of... I mean, Game of Thrones did it too, but it's feeling more like a complete, like...
No way.
Story, more like a...
you know there's gonna be a giant twist, though. It's gonna flip this on its shit, and that's where it's gonna end.
Yeah.
These models were never even released.
Well, I mean, like, I feel like they have a whole story. Like, it feels like one of the more modern shows that's a blend of a serial and a procedural, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, you get your overarching plot stuff, but you get a full story arc each episode, too.
Look, it tells time, and it's a calculator. Just give me a math problem. Just give me a
math problem.
Give me a fucking math problem, yes.
Sort of. I mean, yeah, you know, it's not $10 million worth, but, man, to the right people, Atlas Tech in mint condition like this is worth a hell of a lot.
Oh, this is really cool.
Because it's all Atlas Tech.
Just to put it on their trophy shelves and gloat.
No, I thought like the silver was like
who knows what this is worth?
on Borderlands, but never made it, and they brought it back. But
Let's grab what we can and get out of here.
Strictly Tales of
Quickly.
Borderlands.
No telling when those bandits will be back.
It's still cool though that they're bringing Atlas back, and like making everything like Terminator style.
Would you like to do the honors?
It's the last one. It's only right for us both to reveal it. I mean, that's the best part.
I mean, because clearly the end of this story arc, or at least in either the end of episode 4 or episode 5, we're gonna reveal why they're fucking tied up.
Yeah.
So.
I thought they were gonna reveal at the end of the first episode.
Oh wow, this is.
Well, no, because episode 5 is either gonna open with it or it's gonna be their big escape.
I'll save it for the credits, but.
Reset. Identification.
I like this game. I'm really happy. This was the Telltale out of all the Telltale games they announced that were coming out. I was the most worried about this one.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's the fucking weirdest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no. I was worried, but not because I distrusted Telltale or Gearbox for giving them the property.
Yeah.
But it's also the one I've been the most excited for, so.
Wait, I don't want to pick them both up. How do I... Okay, I guess I have... Oh, it says the other character. That makes sense. Sort of.
What is it?
It is weird to switch... It's weird to play as two characters that are interacting with each other regularly.
Well, we got what we came for. So let's go.
It's cool, they're doing it well, but...
Yeah, that's like... That bar is real important.
Hey Vaughn, can you see if there's a crowbar lying around? We're gonna have to try to pry these apart before we...
So this is the...
It's a map.
Is that a map?
So she's the crazy outfit.
Oh wait, is this the map from the end of Borderlands 2?
Well, I don't know, this is just a single planet, but it looks like there's another vault on Pandora.
It's gonna lead us to a vault.
Oh shit!
And then I'll probably kill you.
That is... yep.
Ah.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
There it is.
So, you lost a vault.
That's how you...
Oh, I bet that's what he...
real.
Right. Then you lost.
That's what he uploaded to himself. That's why Jack called him
But then it
another
blew up.
pitiful toad monkey.
That's why I was gonna say, and then it just seemed a little too, like... jumping the gun there. I was like, I thought it sounded like a handsome Jack with a really heavy filter on.
Not
Okay,
really.
come on, that's
I mean,
that's...
one way or another, everything on Pandora is
It's a dumb, cheap joke, but I always love when they poke away like the convenience of plot contrivances.
So, what happened?
Also, they are unreliable narrators, so who the fuck knows?
Well...
Alright, so that was Tales from the Borderlands Zero-Sum.
Surprisingly less Zero than expected.
But still good.
Oh yeah.
I felt like we got Zero doing more than I expected. Like, he was not just a dude that you talk to sometimes. He was like an actual character doing things.
Why did no one else pick the machine gun and grenades? What the fuck? This is like the opposite of what I did on Game of Thrones, except I have big percentages this time instead of small percentages.
Yeah, no one agreed with you in Game of Thrones.
No one agreed with me in fucking Game of Thrones. So let's hit A and get to our off the cuff review here. So, out of all the Telltale games they announced, Tales from the Borderlands was definitely the one I was the most worried about because Telltale has literally made a name for themselves doing very dramatic, very emotional, super narrative-driven adventure games as of late. And they're going back to comedy, and they're doing Borderlands, which... It's weird to see them cover another game property. Like, even Sam and Max started as a comic and a TV show, you know? Like... But this might be my favorite out of the new Telltale
gotta be careful. You gotta be careful though. It might be your favorite because it's the last one we played.
No, for like I really liked the humor. I really liked one of my big issues with Game of Thrones was the really my only issue with it, because it was also fucking fantastic and a brilliant adaptation of the show, but because it's based off of a show with real people, the character models look a little rough, the animation, and that we talked about earlier, the weird graphical effect with their watercolor filter. This looks like Borderlands, and honestly, I think this is my favorite version of the Borderlands universe. I mean, the animation could be better, but like, because you're not having to design these giant environments, they make everything look so much cooler. Like the vault at the end, that looks fucking awesome. And like the Atlas vault opened up, like the light beam went in and looked up. Like that's one of the cooler effects. So, I mean, what did you guys think?
I mean, I kind of the opposite reaction, because when this was announced, like, I don't love The Walking Dead, I don't read Game of Thrones, I don't know what Fables is. So this was the one that I had the biggest stake in, and then it was like, it's literally been like a couple weeks since I soured on Borderlands. And even then, like, I didn't really sour on it, I'm playing it up for comedy for the most part.
I'm pretty angry there.
I do feel like they're missing out on a lot, and what they put there wasn't as well utilized as it could have been.
Wait,
and this feels like, I mean, it's exactly what it's the proper utilization of that world. So yeah, I liked it. I kind of don't want to stream the next one because part of me wants to play it myself, but I'm poor, so I'll probably stream it anyways with you guys.
Alex, I mean, you're the out of the two giant Borderlands fans here. You're the one that still loves all of the games. So,
having not played the pre-sequel, I don't know what they have added to the story. I don't know where it has gone since. And I don't know if this has congruently had any sort of effect on Tales of the Borderlands story, whether it be referential or anything. But much in the boat of you two, when I first heard this was announced, this was the biggest stake that I've had so far. Because, yes, The Walking Dead conceptually is cool. I don't like The Walking Dead. I think the show is overrated.
I love the comic, but the show is yeah. It's a show where every season they say the last season was fucking terrible, but this season is so good, and then but every season. So how does that work?
Yeah, Game of Thrones doesn't appeal to me because, like you said, it's political stuff disguised as like this big, gory fight, and that's not something that
it's not. No, it's not disguised as a big gory fight. It's political stuff. It's just when there's violence, it's fucking brutal, like it is in real life.
I did really like Wolf Among Us, but. I mean, I had no affinity for Fables. I like the most of the world, I didn't really know it was a thing. And I assumed that Wolf Among Us was its own entity. But this is exactly what you'd expect. At this point, you trust Telltale to tell good stories. You trust Telltale to put in the detail. You trust Telltale to actually encapsulate the universe it's trying to create. And you expect Borderlands. And you get both of those things. Everyone is firing on every piston that they're supposed to be doing, but that's a great thing.
I mean, unless you just really don't like Telltale's style of game, I would probably say this is the most easily recommended, because even most people, when they have issues with Borderlands, have issues with the like super wink wink nudge nudge, like this is clearly just a reference joke disguised as a mission, like the fucking volleyball mission in Borderlands 2 or whatever. Like, some people don't like that, and this game had a couple like subtle references, but it was not about that. That was not a main part of the game like it is, you know?
It wasn't, but there were definitely some wink wink, a fair amount of wink
like
wink
you would
nudge,
put in
nudge.
any comedy, like a normal comedy, but like it doesn't beat you over the head with it like Borderlands does at times, which I don't mind because I think they do it well.
Yeah, well, the thing about when Borderlands does it mission-wise is if you just jump into Borderlands and play only the story missions, you're not going to experience any of the wink wink nudge nudge.
Right.
Those are all side missions, kind of like the way they handled this, where it's just like side references or character biographies or something. Again, it's kind of adapting the Borderlands, even the humor style, to working for a Telltale game.
I want more. I hope this does well. I would love another. I want them to start doing second seasons of some of these things. Like, I still want a fucking second. I know they're never going to do it now, but Monkey Island season.
I don't know. I kind of want to see like, if they're like, I kind of want to see. I feel like they're gonna do another Game of Thrones, but I kind of feel like they should be self-contained and then wait for like a proper Borderlands 3 before they do another one of these. Because I want to see them do like, I'd love to see like a Fallout Telltale.
Oh my god, that would be amazing!
Or like,
oh shit, that would be great.
I just feel like.
I agree, but it'd be really bad leaving this review with like, this game was great, but you know what would be awesome? Fucking Telltale doing a Fallout game.
Well, no, that's kind of where this hits at the end though, because Telltale has gone all around the map at this point. It's done drama, it's done horror, it's done comedy, it's done these big impactful things, and it's done a range of licenses. It only makes you wonder that now this has come out and is clearly good, where else Telltale can go and what they'll dare touch at this point. Are they just going to do sequels because these are so successful, or what are their capabilities going to get them? And that's really what's starting to turn the gears in your head, no pun intended.
This is awesome. I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm really happy.
Yeah, you can't take the genie. You can't put the genie back in the bottle, and now it just feels like every video game property with a narrative that, or like with an interesting premise that isn't really capitalized on. Now I'm just thinking about like, just do an Assassin's Creed, but like just like bite the bullet. All of it's like from Abstergo.
I really like story-driven games, and this is just. It really proved that you can do a super solid, like, pure story in this universe, and that's awesome, because that, like, I love the story in both Borderlands games for what is there, but I mean, I'm there to play the game.
Yeah.
So, it's good to see that they can do both.
It also still felt like a game, whereas last night at the Game Awards when they showed off Until Dawn, and there's like two choices on the screen. It's like press X to go under the bed, or press B to go through the window.
Yeah, it's just a fucking Quantic Dream, right? Is that David Cage's studio?
It's not by them, but it
looks like that. But I think that I'm okay with that. Like basically, I loved Asura's Wrath, which was basically almost entirely QuickTime Event the game. You just have to have something, like, not a terribly written story like David Cage does, so maybe that'll be cool, but that's neither here nor there. This is awesome.
This is great, and I can't wait for more, and I can't wait to do the proper review, because I want to see how my choices differ.
Yeah, you definitely will probably play differently than me, so...
Yeah,
all right.
Not a no-no.
Bye, everyone.
Bye!